James dirty question. Na papa yi womu trase wokuta enkrata mienu edi na dance se woye Canada ni ene wosan so eye Ghana ni enu nti court ohwehwe no ejebo Samuel so ne nsaka enti Supreme Court tenase ade na kwa akogina wo se adanti ene wokuta enkrata mienu sobu asafata no womu de babo papa no wesanse wetiatia wo mayi mmra so. Papa ya friend ya ukwakwa ono ene ya managing director ama Ghana Airport Company Limited wati ane da waya shock pa ne wudiri no obi a wo ye adwuma ne nkofo call rounds ya wo tire wonum se airport wa Magdan Aviation enie terminal ne nie enu plane si wono ya arrival departure we na modem nneoma beguso na security checkpoint wogusu tire wo mu apɛ ɛna nsɛm tire ni bisanse wura ya pam wo ɛna wase me ase ya pam okrata nie ampani ampa asa agro wotina honom na afe wo swete saa ne ya pam wo bi adwuma opani ya sakel enti ampa anopei wase ayo but papa ne tese when who the shock of his life a shock no pa say you to me pam no just like that ya na wonanyamfo kwasia mo akwata na wo ba amane se mampani na na adedan kwa kufu ado betena akonwa so yes akwan a waye aya 3602 kilometer roads na wo betena akonwa so waye enti waye ade pa eba no akwan de a mampani na nado be maba de wo betumi aya na oye Dr. Mamadou Bawumia passport no a waka ho asem no wo mu tese amai bebre wo ho no mu a wo mu betumi eyusu aya adwuma na Ghanaian Times yanim ha wade aba no tese nra stakeholders ya hodo emra sebede fie ekuku dam wo mu eka bi ebem wo mu nyina tu anamon ekọ Magdan Aviation Facility a ewa Kotoka International Airport ekọ hwe se asamu a Ghana Airport Company Limited kan aya no kura na ampa wo mu koye ebie puno ehwehwehwe mu enkrata asem ebie ha ne afa ahaya departure ahaya arrival eteketeke niama ewa Magdan Aviation wonyina trei no wo mu nyina sori ya standing ovation wo mu tese etuma no afa dodo owura Magdan wa ya ade se wo mu bonsem ma no Abra womu koye no womu tese womu ya satisfied with Magdan Aviation Facility ewa Kotoka International Airport afei adisuafo a womu wa universities ya hodo ya bia school nti womu nyina bai especially freshers no a womu wie form 3 no womu nyina bai a womu begu mu se chim ya no womu besua ade womu bai ya pa na utag for tese no ya tietia aban ya ni lesin konwa kasa asam no ente ya ne saade a ya nkwankwatra de na wate baako nan 4 weeks atwam still a teacher for no da so tifie enti student no wo ma start kofie akwatena wo mu maame ni wo mu papa no montan esanse eka hostel fees school fees wo matua na so adesua bia enkoso a student no eko back etu omufie na wowura ya okwakwa oda ha sei wa se suit nse wa crack nipa na wa se in a white wa botai kokodi eguso en wa se bogas for space no a wo mu fie abrochire ba aya no wo mu se no enu bi na se no ba wa boni tiri hu sen na wono en wa ya managing director MD our Ghana Airport Company Limited nanso ya pampa pay se won free na konya wote so no won kwatena fie na nipa foforo emeteki wasan ade kweku agema menu oya Minister of Health wadi ni mfoni abetoa was a suit ni de debia so chen no ene wasan say na white ya wabota blue ade aka ho ene wasan agba watch ye wase mampani na na dedan kwa kufu ado se bo se Wababesi hospital 111 na nkofo bisasa hospital na way and woba mama near say hospital no is on course ente omu eba beseni siase amana ya adwuma fe edi amagana fo na telling statement anim ha ana wode ononyamfo Matthew Opoku prempe napo wode ne ho asem waba and what as a woko energy minister womu ka say ewom so omanya asoafo nya na napodie oye subsina oye ade pa na adwuma ya so ni ana ade no so wonim so panti papa die abai womu dase se wuyi napo edema wonim se minister of energy Dr. Mamadou Bawumia da hanum say wo se suit ana wabota shey na white pa waya kase pa wo sha no kwanti hanum say de ba no a ehonam aba honam ewa hanu panti ebu atosu sei no ana wo sha no space no a wota ase no a o ka sa wo de yi passport eba ampa wo de wo se ayo amai ba ko 44,000 so ene yebetumi di aye adwuma wo ho enra MPP amanyo ko friends emtrefo nchiemudie se ensemtrefo mra metie MPP communication director ya ABOAGYE Asamoah one wada he was African way ena microphone bebre sisi nanim ene yede wo so no picture no atali nachi ena mampeni danten na subu anankofo gbo aban se asetene mu ayede enioma nkoyie Ghana for try and why you never be a better afa and what a so. Mampeni aya dear. The nipa bayana mampeni ye. Na womu who say mampeni born homodeno. I and this for. One more time mampeni or tire woman the time want to. And na dear be obey your beer. And you won't no fair. But I buy no dear. Or ya do my pa. I say no from Rashabedeni. Your friend James, dirty question. What the hanum say, also no wire for pa where you be a or wafuno, and na or in into bebre, and na the nin so to say many, the near for pa, okuta sassy ice, and what the hay, where Tani Titi said dancing cry, and none my for the any be, why a cratching na what rasa sa criminal sermon so noa, yate amanono, a trade Kiane ken asasu okopie mu court na wokwa wo mutrasa sakande de ni bi pepepe en wo mu de baye no sanse wetiatia wo mayi mraso na wotia wo mayi mraso nso de a esese eni wudi se de se na efata the chronicle de bokrata ye nim ha wodi honorable Abdimumuin Isa ono no ya suspended MCE ewa secondary takrade secondary na takrade sa papa no ni posi ni bi ekoyi ano a na wo mo kasa de ne no adehie wo enche ema no wotumetum se wo mepa wo no metaw se o kacha posi ni se wo be transfer na kwa enche etre se enche ya bonsam gem ya yan transfer ni panko ho na no wote so da bi asemu a wo kae no ontumi ndidi enche fu atem na momomu no mu ate na no ade esi bone roster bi wo yusu DCOP ekulu edin ana wodi bu nkofo efa so aposifo ensa aka no se wontumi yusu pa aposidin na omfa mu nipa emfa so Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ewa ha ana wasa atade white ya yedi MPP for flag no e design mu fafafa ana wasa na space no wejana no hunwi kama atisa kanete inspectors no steady homuji o ma no hunwi wosoro no sa pepepe na no hunwi nka ya sa Dr. Pakwasi ndom de no but Dr. Pakwasi ndom de no ekwa digita Dr. Mamadou Bawumia de ndie E-levy wasi eye hooray e-passport wasebo asaba bedu International Civil Aviation Organization ama approval ewo Canada enra say yebetumi ade ayaduma afa Proverbs embebusem etrenson 7 entitemudu 9:14 Proverbs 7:14 I had to offer sacrifices and today I have paid my vows Aba for the bebre na ene metia ni nyina kama. Sadio Mane ede tra anum say ya Senegal for womu gusu a womu agi womu ani adaya African Cup of Nations no womu na giye enti na watwe mu die obafo ne de ne nam ho apaso Senegal for agi womu ani na democrat your friend say independent nso ede aba na wade ba ya asamba ya watresa sa asen no fomra sebeteni no ejagu ni tem wa ya hoto pa efuru be da ne won kwa menem ba bi asem no adu ne de wote ni mu ne betene ye pe ekwa no wobekọ Mr. Yao Kwakwa wonu na ye MD Ghana Airport Company Limited a haidi wo kan different waso obi ampam no oda so tena konwa so nya de a wo konne anase wotina
Yen Kwamana so na ye ni Honorable Yaboagyye Samoa or ye Director of Communications man New Patriotic Party na ensembia womodi atudwa ye ne no eni hu komo eni chichiemu kakra Honorable Yadasi mo akwa baba Neat FM so anope
ye ni akwasi
empomwe
onyankopon adom me ho ye pa na mpa twa wonso
ye ho ye Yadasi obi se bi na emsa mo de ensembia atudwa moto bi de mani o manpanyi dada John Mahama asem no ne sempa ni nchemu
enye ntomani o ye nkomo ni edifa ye man sebi ono afanya se oka nsembi na dwunim na yenso nsem na woka no efa ye man no nti yenso ye no kakra ma no ne ye hu se ye kwan tam so na sa na ti mi na twa esikasem enye ye mpuntu elie ne ye be ya yebeto akoso akwaye nimi ye nima ye ekono yebe ya kono de na yetimi enye bi asakira ye man neno na baby ye dru no edom bi se aban bi sese so de E-levy aba se eno na beboa ye ama ya asakira kwan ye ne ma ye fika se mu ye tumpo na omampanyi yo mama dina no atombi debi tesa ebomu no intimi hwe omanu si yi ekroma ye din se na yankopere na yanko IMF na ne beboa ye na debi E-levy ne die wonyi ni
ose mu nko te sania ebre bi atwam ye senchi nti mu nko tena se na mo nwinwin ha
no me chi ni mo se eniema na wo su ma se ekobone no eniema no IMF no ojidi pa asu na mawiase afa na nyina se ejina covid so ntina sa eniema na ekoso na IMF ngoma bi akotwere ebisisi ewiase ikasem nhyehyeye efeno World Economic Outlook wo msi covid no enko ye esa abigya ne mu ne pegya ne mu bie mu a se de ye keka kono a wiase afa na nyina ye sa be kan nipa egudem e basa yenza ngodiga yenza nkofiti niema yenza nkoye production nti niema ho sa ba yedi ikanso ho ba yedi osi abo ba yedi ko dwobura wo nyabusia ne bi mbo and at the same time no aban ebesa bo covid de ho ka nti aban ebusia ne sikasem so ebesa to api enunti World Bank shese IMF shese obi anja na boso mu fense onje bi sapo mu nsu efise de aduro no bi ma wiase afa na nyina na mititru no yenya ye wo wiase moto am ha nyina ye ne bebre kese efise wo mo ndom sika be di dwa wo ha nyina no betwi se sika na ko na yisikasem yeka ebe koso nti IMF na wo no susi nkusu nkyire wo se ye de ma ye basa no mo kyire ya de kunti ya ne ma na ye basa eto so mi no ye ko se nkyini ye ko IMF se de ono ko ye no nka kyire de se wo mfa ni pe adwuma ya ko no die nyina no nsia no wo ntuare na de ma miensa na IMF de be hye ne ko ebi kan pe eto foforo atwo no obegye efi wo nkrofo na odi ete ukaso ato so mi no ti usika semso usika die wo hyehyɛ wa yɛ sɛ obedi sika no see waste the expenditure so and it be friendly waste near the other. Yes, expenditure and waste, but the buyer see waste, but they say cut for expenditure. Now very vain. Okay, as wouldn't mean mobile see would be manoni be blame have that one. Whom for swell being in who 12 in I don't want to contact men physically be and question wafefo abrabom and question Ghana my kono di mu bi train it you okay bi ono di akọ en sa no de ball so ne ye kase ye ya bai wasimwa oh yes ani ma ne dada every say to afoforo no en ni E-levy mu o di aba and to so do nkabomu odo ekwan so se die bibia ye no no se die yesi asore dan se die yesi ye mosque se die ye awahwe so do kakra ye nya ne sa na we nipa ba ko we nipa nkitu bi ye nyina ye nche ne kakra ano ni new revenue no abai pe no that new revenue no so no anya se be bi da bia ye gi iskadada abefo economy aba internet economy. Service providers ne jiska wo hoda ne mu aban enyi ska bia wo wa. E no di aba. Etoso mienu. Aban na kasa swai. Ne ho aka no afi we. The budget awa yes sika o best spend it. Wo beti so 20% into wakati expenditure. Ahano wo hanu chichemu a the word you no dia we yefri ho. Oni beka se one face. Enye sika ketwa a we yefri ho. Ena that's kind of that's so big to or the big ones one that was a cabeta horse. Yes, I'm bobbing good near Santis. It's near my son. IMF Becca Siena. Yeah, that. Amma, one must see my IMF. Rating agencies. We want what Moody.
Moody's name, yeah.
SMP. One more jatum say. It's me the E-levy. Na say ye kati waste no yesika sembe kosoro pa anyema be ye kama na ensunsu ne dan kamo ne se wa ye na wa wudi wo so no obetimi ato akoso nso aye
enyo mo anso no ma downgrade ye nansin ai
ma ko hwe mo downgrade na yo mo kan ne se ni nyina free parliament no what you say numbers na wo parliament na o mu hunu ba bia de ne kono parliament e pini amaye friend is saying the new revenue measure in India and aboye how
downgrade and I'm a bounable downgrade
I mean can't say downgrade me no one say downgrade what no downgrade is the resolution IMF it's not IMF what can this what can I say your economy is inherently sound
anti any solution in the IMF but my Mimusao and I'll just quote this one here for you no matter sure be a quote if so quote. Without a doubt, I think we should be placing a call to Washington. If we haven't really done that, we are just not going to ask for the funds just because E-levy has been passed or not. E-levy will just bring about 5 billion Ghana cedis. We are in a deep hole of our tax revenue and facing difficulty. So going to the fund will give us some support. So there's nothing wrong with going to the fund. Ghana is a member of the IMF. So what is wrong? Going to ask for support when we are in difficulties to go and pool resources. So just ending it here, where you are someone, a member of the New Patriotic Party, Mark Esibe Yeboah, former chairman for a finance committee.
It's been in Yadri. And in my community, and I'm in Yadri. Eddie Kaino, Oko IMF, Sikasayan on the about. Your Mahama Koy. $913 million. 3 years. $1 billion, 3 years. Abra E-levy about $1 million and $1 billion and over every year. It would be E-levy compare IMF sika the Bema 3 years. IMF Bema 1 billion. E-levy between amount 3 billion and over. Dollars. And the decay. That also mean, I want to make buy a rating agencies. That also mean, Oko IMF. Up to Sasha Boasi, ɛde taabɔn too so sɛ membɔ ka ɛwɔ akɔnnɔdeɛ ho mentua nneɛma a ɛde mpuntuo ne nsesaeɛ ɛba nti deɛ na wontua school sɛm friend is saying school feeding ni the free SHS ni allowances a yentua ma nurses ni NAPCO ni YE any saa nneɛma no a yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛmɛbu no so ɛbɛgya biribi ayɛ no ne nyinaa ɛto bɛtwa na yɛsi ɛho kyiri yɛn sɛsei so yɛboa yɛn ho yɛ saa nneɛma no tututuo dudu ya na ɛbɛba sɛ yɛsan gyae ato yɛn nko ayɛ so na asɛm kɛseɛ ɛna ato sɛbi.
So honorable Mimisa, yɛn fan sɛ Owura John Mahama deɛ opposition opposition tie bi a nea ɔka no bɛka sɛ bi a ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔpɛ mu yie but a member of the New Patriotic Party Marcus Ibebua one time so ɔno onim nea ɔka nyinaa onim wɔn
mesi menka sɛ onim mesi me ne nya adwen me ya kasa yɛhwɛ ne yie paa menka sɛ onim wɔyɛ bɛnfo wɔte saa nsɛm yɛ ase kora kyerɛ me mesi me ne nya adwen ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ MPP ɛne MPP bɛtumi afa adwen na adwen no ɛnkɔtɔɔten saa na democracy ɛteɛ saa na wɔ sɛ ɛba yɛ democracy ni ɛnyini ntɛm paa nti obiara tumi kyerɛ no adwen a me no E-levy no mehunu sɛ ɛnyɛ MPP o ɛna NDC tia mehunu sɛ yɛduru sɛbe ɛkwan bi a ɛmu kyɛ mmienu benkum ne nifa ɛyɛ Ghana ɛkwan bɛn ne ɛbɛfa so a Ghana mpuntuo ɛbɛpie Ghana yɛsiesie Ghana ne yɛde Ghana foɔ hwedeɛ ne yɛbrɛboɔ ne bɛyɛ saa nsiesie no ɛne sɛ da biara yɛbɛsɔre afa koraa akɔpa kyɛw baabi saa nipa ne kɔn dɔ yɛsiesie kyɛn yɛn yankasa anaa ɛnyɛ no korɛ sɛ yɛda akyi bere biara ne yɛde koraa kɔ a yɛn nsakyerɛ yɛbɛba nka 16 times a yɛakɔ IMF no ka Ghana asesa 16 times a yɛakɔ IMF no nka Ghana asesa nti yɛnya akwanya bi sɛ nkwanta no a yɛduru no afei deɛ yɛsiesie yɛn ho yɛhaw ɛwɔ asiesie no ne sɛ yɛhaw ne sɛ ɛdɔm no bebree ne gyidi ɛwɔ aban sika sohwɛ mu sɛ bia sika no kɔdi aban hɔ a yɛnhunu baabi yɛbɛfa ne bie bɛyɛ basaa ɛno no ɛyɛ haw a yɛnsiesie ɛsɛ nyɛ IMF ne bɛba bɛsiesie no ama yɛn
okay enti yɛn a yɛsisi yɛnkɔ IMF no deɛ yɛnyi fim koraa
nti baabi yɛduru no yɛduru nkwanta bi a ɛkwan bɛn ne yɛbɛfa so a yɛn Ghanafoɔ yɛbɛnya nsudie bi a yɛde bɛsiesie Ghana ama Ghana asombo anɔpa bi radio na nkurɔfoɔ ka ɛna yɛkwan nyɛ ɛna yɛkɔ strike yɛagye kwan ɛna yɛanka kyerɛ aban na ɔtwe mmienu wɔ amɛyɛ a ɛna ɛmaatan ntumi mfa so ne ayɛde ɛkwan bɛn ne yɛbɛfa so yɛbɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa aban kɔbɔ bosia no wane bɛtua aban ne yɛde ani ato no so sɛ ɔbɛyɛ nneɛma bi ama yɛn so saa nneɛma no aban yɛ no aban ɛnyɛ mfa so dwuma na ɔyɛ bosia ara ne ɛto yɛ ano ɔgyegyeɛ bosia nso ɔbɔ a wotua nsihu yɛbosia no atwere hɔ tɛtɛtɛɛ no nsihu nko a ɛwɔ ho koraa ne kyɛn sika no botene na yɛgyeeɛ no so nti aduru baabi a ayɛ nkwantanan ne yɛpie soɔ yɛkɔ defa a yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ yɛn Ghanafoɔ yɛbɛfa yɛ daakye ɛde ato yɛn ho so sɛ yɛsiesie yɛn ho yɛboa yɛn ho ntotosoɔ dudu kwan so na yɛtumi asiesie Ghana akɔm sɛdeɛ yɛpɛ no sɛ aban bi te so na ne nhyehyɛeɛ nso ani a ɛbere so a yɛto aba yɛasesa no ɛnyɛ kuu asɛm ɔma ne nam sɛ kurom adi nti yɛnyɛ kuu no nka nyɛ sa nɔpɛ yɛ kasa yi sogyafoɔ no deɛ ɔmo mpɛ ayio kasa tenten nka tuo sie nyina yɛkɔ nka nɔpɛ yi wonti studio awasi nti ɔmo ne nam sɛ kurom ayɛ den yɛnyɛ kuu no ɛyɛ mframa no a ɛmu ɛnam no ɛnwunu no a yɛte mu no ɛnti no mu nyina ɛtumi kasa nti mu obiara nyɛ no ho sɛ ne kɔn do kuu adi ammoa yɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu no ɛyɛ abatoɔ nti sɛ MPP de nhyehyɛeɛ bi ba sɛ E-levy na mmoa wo a ɛbere no so a na wato atia wɔ mo me na meyɛ member of parliament ɛbere no so yɛ no ɔmo sɛ madwuma nso ɛne ɔmto tia me so ade aseɛ ebi ne yɛwɔ ho wɔ parliament seesei no nyinaa gyina sɛ the mami ka bi amamu no ya mato ɛne yɛde sakra
Okay.
yɛhwehwɛ nti nkwanta na yɛduru so no ɛwɔ sɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛto yɛbudi nkɔmmɔ no ne yɛnni nkɔmmɔ no ahisɛm kwan so bibi na di abanti ana ɛnyɛ media ɛnsɛe ɛfisɛ yɛni baabia yɛdwane akɔ yɛni dwankɔ bia aka yɛn ankasa aka yɛn Ghanafoɔ ankasa na wɔsi yɛni yɛ ho nkɔmmɔ.
Okay. Honorable, yeah, that's the basic. I'm sure I'm paying kakra. Right, Honorable Yabu, Asamoah, yeah, Director of Communications, Emma NPP.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie. All the sampa Kasia bo, Kowaka Tamunsa, Amaya se, Kasia Waye, Onye Yimu, no Cretrodo, Kagame Kamadini Bo, Nita Fair, Mayentie. KWASI 100.9 Kwesi Monkwe
Anope ya kego mi akwe nim yeda so guso ya je eye nkomo no se ne sitie de bon krata no nsem no bi so ha ye ba
difficulties and the hurdles that prevent development.
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofia man homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM.
About what he's talking about, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, he is quoting from graphic of daily reportage. It was an interview. It's just a small portion that has been cut out. You haven't had the opportunity to listen to the whole interview. Mr. Speaker, I was speaking to the press and they wanted to know the future of all the toll booths. And among others, I said the ministry has plans and government has plans. We are thinking of a lot of ways to put the toll booths. And among them, I said that even the current toll booths, we have about 38 of them, at various vantage points in the country. And as part of it, we are even going to improve the sanitary situation at all these places. For instance, and I said among other things that for instance, on the highway, and we all see it all the time, vehicles stop indiscriminately, and drivers, passengers get down, and we see people urinating everywhere indiscriminately. It's so indecent. So if among other things, we use this period to improve the sanitary situation at these toll booths, we would even allow drivers to stop in case passengers want to use that facility, among other things. No, it wasn't a statement that I made, it wasn't a report, it was an interview, but that portion was paid. And you
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofia man homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM
use for all the 38 or so toll booth centers across the country, because we have plans for all those who were working in the toll booths. Okay, we are going to continue to work with them, and we have come out with a lot of suggestions. We even want to refurbish all those toll booth structures to provide proper and decent washrooms, for instance, for the use by motorists, so that we advise them to desist from the practice that we see at times. You find out or you see cars stopping indiscriminately on the highway and people getting out to we as we usually say it, urinating. You see men on the left, women on the right, or at times you see a man, a woman. It's all indecent.
So
it's not a good practice. When we get to the bridge, we shall cross it.
For now, they are going to be used as means where passengers and drivers can be.
I said we have plans for them. The plans have not been implemented yet, but definitely we are going to make alternative uses of those facilities.
Ghana Muntie, Naman Sanyason, at the Roko Fiaman Homene so Ejiji Tonton Sansain, will need 100.9 FM.
Honorable Osei Chairman Sambonsu, MP for Swami. I'm looking you in the face through the camera. Minister for Parliamentary Affairs and leader of government business. I dare you to name the NDC MP who sent you the cake. If you can't name it in 24 hours, the whole country will know you are a liar.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie. All the Sampabo, Kasiabo, Kowaka Tamunsa, Amayose, Kwasi ABOAGYE, Onye Yimu, Nukretrodo, Kawagyemen Kamadini Bo, Nitafe, Mumayentie. KWASI ABOAGYE 100.9. KWASI Monkwe.
Honorable Osei Chairman Sambonsu, MP for Swami. I'm looking you in the face through the camera. Minister for Parliamentary Affairs and leader of government business. I dare you to name the NDC MP who sent you the cake. If you can't name it in 24 hours, the whole country will know you are a liar.
Cake and E-levy. Baby, I do no. Young Queen, my young trust on a pay no so about Ponsima Dumian Sa. Neat FM Ghana Montie on a pay. Na there one crack and moon common being so hard say, come now coming home. Bois. I can kind Eddie my cobra. There one crack anyway.
Yo. Abusia the Bacrata Daily Post in a damnemy. What a talk by Mensa and in penning phobia account and funny about one say. Na Mamenko ways one say. Ora bright appear. And Walker saying, what does a Ghana education Nankasano? And penning fire do a more to ano, a few minister of education, Eba Ghana educating service. Omo lake, dear friend, is a consistency and application of principles on so. Omo lake be pa. Also, a mutubedia, Omu dinua, and Sada NCC so, Omukawe no Matia sign, Omukawe no Matia sign. Idea bia enyanika. Togba mensa atihanum say.
Ka say togbo ana.
Togbo.
Me sana togbo mensa.
Togbo. Oh okay. Obakwesi voter on.
I don't know.
But voter. Togbo mensa.
Say so omu no my mistake dia ba ni o ma tro no. Say bia togbo no mo tro dia ba togbo mensa.
Togbo mensa. Na a togbo mensa what yanum say. Ana akonya womote so no a turn round and penifo kukudam bebrete ho. Ana His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama wano so atiwa no mubie Ghana flag krampo sinechi. Watase wano ana ya master ya oado na osa advertising aya John Dramani Mahama and wadi asemi atuja E-levy yantia demonstration no eye ende ya ejebo ejenya ba betru NDC amanyo ko no trese ta E-levy na yakotobe kuba enya ade asomje ebra Ghana fo enu nti womu tie gu abonten so atintesu kokko de atira ban se sa E-levy ne die ade a womu entua demonstration oyetre minority for no womu condemn way womu trasa aban so anyina womu so ate so opeso ofa kwan boni bi aso eyi mra sebetani ya wodina ma NDC wasen north every parliament one more womu dano form sere ne twe se aban ho bekyere no papa nanka obakwa unyehie mu ama Ghana tena kura nya ne de se wonim no wode ne saka asen north mra sebetani a ɛne ya wɔno nso wɔmfa ne ho tɔtrɔtɔ wei ɛyɛ minority leader Haruna Idrisu ɛne wɔde asɛm yi ato egya mpanimfoɔ no a meka a wɔn asɛm no wɔn mfoni ɛwɔ hanom sɛ kama ya wɔn atwa peters ya Democrat yi ɛde abɛgu akyire ha na the new crusading guide anim nso wɔde a Greek minister Dr. Efriye Akoto ne mfoni abɛtoa ɛne wɔne buroni tia Mr. Blair kane pa na UK tɔne brɛ samokae no wɔnoa ɛna a Greek minister ɛrapo no ɛne wɔkata ne sɛhwɛ ahanom sɛ a Greek zeta sɛ woba na wode investors ba no mbe invest wɔ mu a mobɛnya mfasoɔ bebree enti wɔaworapo buroni no a ma wɔsere ɛne wɔn nso ne tiri mu ayɛ fitaa wanyini ɛne wɔte akonnwa mu yi ɛne yɛn nso yɛ Greek minister wɔno wɔnyini saa bebree fempo ɛne wɔbɛpɛ president yɛdie enti wɔsɛsiw kama ina white ɛne wɔhyɛ ne spares no n'anim ada hɔ nom fɛfɛɛfɛ nsuo si wɔn nkyɛn a wɔn nyinaa wɔn ɛnom bie wɔn san abɔ nkɔmɔ abranteɛ Razak Kojopoku ɛna wɔregya aboe na ne gyaabo a wɔregya aboɔ no ɛyɛ NDC amanyokuo ɛna His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛna wɔkeka bi akyerɛ wɔn sɛ saa dede no a wɔn mu yɛfa E-levy ho no wɔbɛsrɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn nyae na E-levy no ba ɛbɛma adwumayɛfoɔ akatua akɔ contractorfoɔ yɛbɛtua wɔn mu ka ahotɔ bɛba kanea bɛgyina so nkwadaa bɛnya aduane adi wɔ school enti E-levy ne deɛ ɛyɛ asɛm papa nti yɛnya no na ɛnyɛ adwuma tiadifoɔ no wɔn petition yi si wɔn nya investigation o ɛmfama ni nɔi owuo sɛ obi ɛde ne din ɛde bu nkɔfoɔ ɛfa so a Democrat ɛka ho asɛm wɔ ha the insight Democrat ɛde odikemfo ne abɛtoa yɛfrɛ na Kwasi Ade Odike ɔyɛ founder ɛna leader ɛma UFP ɛne wɔka kyerɛ mampanin na n'adoda nkɔ Akufo Ade sɛ saa E-levy no sɛ w'anim no ɔpaase a ɛte sɛ deɛ ɔno ankasa atu namuna na wasie no ho ɛyɛ very dangerous na ɔno ankasa ne danger ɛna ɛwɔ ne no enti wɔde mampanin na n'ado ne mfoni abɛto anom sɛ wɔhyɛ suit wabɔ tie tuntum agu so ɛna ɔhyɛ ne spares round no a de bia wɔta ahyɛ no ɛno nso ɛwɔ ha airport empty yɛso wɔde ne nsa akɔka nyame aniwa kɔsua wanya ɛyɛ Magdan ɛne wɔde ne nsa kɔka no ɛdan wɔde ne nsa kɔka Magdan obi yɛ na adwuma papa etre sɛ adwuma na wɔyɛ ne nya kwan pa so how betre mu a wɔamfa nkyerɛ mu papa bi amba yɛ investors ya yɛnya bi wɔ Ghana hanom a wɔyɛ adwuma pa ma yɛ ne a mesa kwakwate wɔnom na wɔyɛ na wɔamoyɛ amaneɛ ɛne wɔanyɛ yɛsei enti Magdan a wɔde ne nsa ka no nti ɛkwan ne nanim wɔnkɔ fie na wɔnkɔgyina home na E-levy ya wɔn ntumi mpaasie yi ɛna Kennedy akompra ko Japan wɔyɛ mmarahyɛbɛtɛ ne mu adehyɛ wɔ Asen Central ɛwɔ mfimfini mantem ɛna wɔka sɛ wɔtafra ntumi ansa bɛdwa mu a nefra kokɔ ntuwa E-levy adabia wɔn bɛkɔ wɔn bɛkan wɔn mmarahyɛbɛdwafoɔ aka baako wɔbɛkan mmarahyɛbɛdwafoɔ aka baako kyerɛkyerɛ sɛ enka numbers no bɛso na nka wɔn majority kura apaase enso wɔn kwa still aka baako wɔn kwa still aka baako bɛyɛ ɛnde wɔntumi amonidi enti wɔkyerɛ sɛ E-levy ayɛ ntumi mpaase no ɔmfa soboɔ mu obia ɛyɛ MPP foɔ no a ɛne wɔde soboɔ bɛbu wɔn mu titiriw ɛne mmarahyɛbɛtani baako bia wɔntumi amonidi Africa Union egusu suspended wɔn kyɛ observers bi status a ɛwɔ Israel ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ aburokyire asɛmwa na the Vanguard Democrat anim wanso wɔde aba no wɔkyerɛ sɛ Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ɛna wɔn anda tinwei ɛde na kɔka Kristofoɔ ho wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ne suban a wɔda ne die no ɛsɛ Kristo ne suban paa sɛ Kristofoɔ yi fɛsia na Yesu ni nasuafoɔ wɔn namwa Yesu wigya wɔn a wɔkɔɔyɛ esuafoɔ ne nam Antioch hɔ yɛse wɔn kasa wɔn ni yɛ ɛne wɔn abrabɔ a wɔn sɛ a nkɔɔfoɔ deɛ wɔn ne kristo anante pɛn ɛne yɛto wɔn mu wɔ kristofoɔ wɔhyɛ dr mahamadu bawumia suba a wɔda ne die nukuredie wɔka asɛm a adeɛ bɛte ne dɛm turodoo wɔse adeɛ yɔ ne suba a wɔda no wɔdi ne yɛ kristofoɔ fɛ dodo nti wɔn akɔtwe no afiri moziremi nsum mu ade na bɛka kristofoɔ ho ɛte sɛ deɛ yɛn daate no amedie ne bia na me fitting shop ɛwɔ adiskofoɔ da n'akyi enti wɔn de me ka school no ho enti me tiwe me yɛ all student ɛwɔ adisko the same thing ɛna wɔn ayɛ dr mahamadu bawumia sɛnyɛ hosi ɛna wɔn nso ɛka bi ɛde akyerɛ kwame pie nim sana asɛm a wɔka bi wɔ hɔ nom a ɛntɔ asom Kwasia Muakwata ɛyɛ minister of roads and highways ne picture a wɔn de n'abɛto adie wɔayɛ kɛseɛ paa n'afono nyinaa totɔ sei ɛna wɔhyɛ suit wɔabɔ tie agu soɔ ɛna wɔda ha wɔkyerɛ sɛ yɛangye E-levy no antomu a yɛnya akwan pa o ɛne yɛde yɛka ase afa so enti wɔsrɛ mo sɛ mo adaworoma ɛnam akwan pa a mopɛ na mode mo ka ase afa so nti monti E-levy no ntomu a na yɛnya akwan pa yɛnante so the Vanguard die nie na a daily Ghanaian guide ɔno nso ɛde ne de aba ɛne wɔkyerɛ sɛ bɔko asomdwe a ɛma hɔ no monhyɛ na moma asomdwe mmra MD ya wɔda Ghana Airport Company Limited ya no wɔno kora mpɛnkyɛ bi a wokɔ airport wanka wobɛhu sɛ wɔwɔ hɔ ɛna wofi aburokyire ba nso a wobɛhu sɛ wɔwɔ hɔ a airport hɔ a ɛne wɔwɔ yɛse wɔmfa n'adwuma nto hɔ no mu na wɔnsa nkɔnu nabɛ adwuma a na first no wɔyɛ ansa na wɔba Ghana Airport Company Limited hɔ no wɔnsa nkɔnkɔyɛ sɛ adwuma korɔ no a na mmom sɛ ɔbɛtena airport hɔ deɛ daabi yɛyi no ade afiri hɔ nom afo menu Benjamin ɛna wɔse yɛmbrɛsi made in Ghana product Ghana nneɛma ɛyɛ wɔ ha no ɛyɛ papapa nti yɛnsom na yɛngyina wa tu GFA Vice President ɛna yɛse wɔno ngyina mu na Black Stars Management Committee nsakraya foforɔ a wɔn pɛ so wɔn de ba no wɔno ɛna wɔnsom na wɔmfa saa nsakraya ne nyinaa mmra ɛna no pɛ the bokrata yɛ frɛ ne sɛ daily Ghanaian guide ɛka ho asɛm na etiawa pɛsi bɛsom briefly ɛno ati mɛsaba na mabɛdɔmu asukɔ ɛde amam
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie
Ghana Muntie na mansanya so adawro Kofi Aman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEET 100.9 FM.
E-levy comes, we get our fair share into the road sector within a very short time. All outstanding contractors' debts will be paid, and you can work more for this country. And we expect you to speak. You are going to be the direct beneficiaries, and every serious government will not joke with contractors. Because the construction industry is where, from the unskilled to the skilled, people are employed. If you want money to circulate very well in your country, pay contractors. The toll booth, we were getting an average of 68 million a year, about 5 to 6 million a month. The toll booth, all the 38 toll booths that we had in Ghana, that all of us, everybody thought that we were collecting revenue, so that people would talk, every day you collect toll, but we don't see improvement on the roads. We have been saying this all the time. And you are contractors, and you know the cost of even constructing a kilometer of road. So, if you get 68 million on the average, the whole year, January to December, you are contractors. Depending upon the ground conditions, if you don't take care, that amount can't even construct 10 kilometers of road.
Adawro Kofi Aman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEET 100.9 FM.
Right, so that was Road Minister Kwasia Muakwata na on making case for E-levy. E-levy ko ya so ebi so say yentua ene ne account so and demonstration bi ba be so ewo ye nkran krodiem hanum say na NDC amanyoko ne dimu tintimai George Opare Ado National Youth Organizer for NDC. George that's mo akwa baba ni TFM so anpe. So sanya mode two dwa sem NDC amanyoko some civil society organization motu nsa from we other political parties so person mo be dom ne ka ho yi obi o person di ne ho jimi demonstration o ye chei ebeba so ene
Basso, me no can be in a circle about dominant first, but now only the demonstration still Ghana. About the shed on my as early as 6:30, now 7 on my body Pima can only tell you that it's going to be a very big one. It is going to be a very, very big one. I am surprised that Nikona about the Pima today.
So Obia Biano pay what you want share that be I want to demonstration but I ne saying the entina mo yes how you chair
you can't sign with that number E-levy yes see not E-levy but other various groups about it still be interest so concerning university students I'm interested in you talk about returning back to the lecture room Adams
a school for no so the omo aba jim
the patrol school for the omo aba jim the person from the so the Kasai. Okada is there about E-levy. If you know there about corruption and they can start air cost or the general report of 12 billion service. They actually are there here so there are various concerns and for them but the issue behind E-levy. They're born just so and I said you who has a tax back every boy a regressive tax back and you progressive. With progressive, then from functionaries and bread. Tax the capital here.
Okay, sir. Mushia was circle sabri hona ujina. Does that mean say hona musha see fee? And musha see fee hon musi amo fine fan mako view and fan saying a beko.
If you are circle, any actual Parisco all the way through striking force near first to be in boost. I have octagon for building any. I have octagon building any more. Aqua for PA. I will AU runabout. National Parliament House.
Well, okay. So I mean, we are running so Bibi Organa Hanman Rebi Organa FM Public Order Act. So to me, bo police for mania Bronica notification. Senate here. I did notify police. Wama ajipini so mbema mo bambo.
Police went about it and from our police on the 3rd of February. 10th February. Or just public order 5 working days. We are satisfied that 5 working days. Now any police waste here. I'm on Saturday. I'm on me in Abba. You know, and then demonstration over there. Yeah, I hear you. And then also police went about it what they do.
Okay. Obi ebi onam kwa so ba wonye late wo hu.
Baby, yeah, so usually the mass time now.
Okay, all right. Well, George, you better see anope. I'm sure you come home so.
Okay.
Right. George Opare Ado NDC National Youth Organizer anope yentua demonstration just E-levy ho enkomo wo mo chese sisi ebi nsu di omho agimu a obia sukuta ne botaye school for Christ so mo di omho agimu bia ene anope wo mehia ewo Kwame Nkrumah circle wo mo ese enche wo mo betie sikrom
Adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM Ghana muntie na mansanya so Adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM
pampamu baby a yeduru politics no obeya no aye wo say politics you ni me no politics you mo be frontline politics and back office politics all right frontline politics for na ya omo contest elections and one person mo back on te be kasa ma political party but you politicians bi so omo de an say omo ye ni ma ochire enu bi na ye no e ma na ye corporate no na ye wa chire from base 2002 atina e bia about the power, even more than every by peer. That's why we're doing a lot
now. Free zone, sir.
Maybe a free zone, maybe a free zone, but maybe a corporate and son, maybe me insurance and banking for some time and son. First time, and I don't cook for appointed me as the CEO of Ghana Free Zones Authority.
Okay.
To be a human fair and promote me as deputy minister. And the politicians, me, Bako, a frontline politician, or no, or so, Obia who's all your politics. So any party be known to be a contest elections are compare concerning.
That's right.
Any old back office politicians are now from part-time politicians. One person be human. Most of the time, they have 2 personalities. One personality is export to the Omoye, and one is support to maybe on politics.
That's right.
So I want episode be home. Maybe a Canadian slave or party go you mojuma then be our point or party office or yes you say but be
yes right.
And the we a political party. Yet we are activists, we are member of parliament. Party a sponsor and now we party ticket so a contest elections we winning. Now say yeah politics and I said yeah over so blackmail party no over say maybe me PC one yes and make us say your boy I say boy yes a pam yeah MP for your parliament yeah 138 make Honorable Speaker of Parliament, right? Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament can weigh 138, and the majority caucus. Majority caucus, 137 AMP before, and MP before the BR 136 Eco Parliament. Back with your shoma. Now, and before Casa, no, there's 7 and I'm chair, and then make a plane, and you're playing fan. And then Monday, you address Safu, you know Parliament. The baby or one the other pyronym.
Such some will wait for one.
And no, I mean clearly her intentions and the behavior and the push and it's say also sabotage MPP. And this thing is something that I am speaking on authority because it's also and also they are sending and change
because reading make kind the compare cocaine. We have also a binomo. I say one at the almost seat na I a bargaining chip. You don't do this to me. I'm not coming. I'm not pushing government.
138. Yeah, majority caucus. 138.
For how long? And as a member of parliament, no,
for some time. I mean, just your panic chow. Just say, your problems are you come as a political party, no, and as a government, no. Maybe bring na kuswa. I just have for our member of parliament for Dobi Kobinya. When you be free, or a pet. It's not say, yeah, I can go parliament. And I'm saying, then you don't bring out things like the way you are talking about. What you are talking about now. You just told me, say, honorable I
quoted as saying
it is a whole person would be a blue chip and also blackmail party, no. Say, me per se, but say, Mamma, majority.
Deputy
majority leader, I mean, my parliament.
But some were very articulate, very vibrant, very active and intelligent.
As a party, no.
Deputy majority leader. I think
Alexander.
Is he not doing well?
He's doing exceptionally well.
But
the point is that political party, a friend of MPP, no, Edu and Mara was a call a speed. So one person cannot take the whole party to ransom, and that is what is happening.
Well, so, but yeah. Ochribe few honorable no can say the MPP is ya how be omunem bia no so bo no wo de so adwo asafo Domiko Abenya mo MP wo hunyo mo MP MPP party no na eno akrata bi pie from the Ministry of Transport so krata mo ai bi MONTIE ye for we dey to the board chairman, Ghana Airport Company Limited, Accra, says termination of appointment of managing director of Ghana Airport Company Limited, His Excellency, the President of the Republic, per letter number OPSI, that OPS 127/22/104, dated 31st January 2022, has directed that the appointment of Mr. Yakwakwa as the managing director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited be terminated. In this regard, kindly take the necessary steps to give effect to the directive. I count on your cooperation. Signed, Kweku Ofori Esiama, Honorable Minister for Transport. Enti, Edra Kratawe, Meba na kwabena chichi, but kwa msio nidi mamkwa umaka so esanse Honorable Osechi Mensa Bonsu. Ewa amano so yenono eni nkomo kakra. Honorable Yadase mwakwa baba ni TFM so. Yama chin so mo awo that strong 65. Hey, I'm counting when like me head timer. Nyame shout cause 65 na me hwe wa ho keka eni ahoden nyame shout uchin kwan so. Na we the anti we fi honum say because ababa ya asem say wudi wa wodey cake eni mfoni bi ayehu minimal konti bi asa cake no E-levy color no mo ye ni green minim say bi asa your favorite color enti na bi asa mo ye color no green no dia niaba ba ya asem ne say ebi say majority for I mean cake no one or yeah ebi nso so da bi NDC minority for no mo ye de be chair mpacho at the same pa
monitoring. That's it. If I take my grave, the my water when our children not yeah my water breast sensible. Now yeah no the one kind of way to maybe you can crash the body bar and but say the shape. The name of the just one in another one said the or sad. And of what said the past had done again. Then you ready to crumble and something. The Akonia Benton Menyam Record. The episode be baby in the Bible. Mammy, I never go to do portrait. And I'm saying, the team in my own back. Cherry pie or Kuma Sintin. Maybe the radio must say. If I can crave. Now, that was that on. I don't know, you know, back on a crown. Ever change. Yes. Now, you know, the in a conye, the Emran. The mere can't have anything to get a very good. Let me so I did that. It sounds say, yeah, what I've no idea. You know, let me need to mark no higher another quick. The chair, yeah, no, among the ways in the cake anyway, take it away. You do the pump on show our money. Nipple because you need to be out the cake in the trouble. At that time, we would begin to say, that was my response. The no cheap, and they were a papa teaching. They are no I get or the back. Or the buy he came. Now, he came, like you made that thing. Now, His Excellency, the Vice President, no backstage of a shame when you have a bar. That you just be like it. Okay, or company. Or the second lady, Ajia Samira, and now at the camp when child taking on. You know, yeah, Vice President, I could trust it. Night was annoyed by a Yachichim, a mamma for in after 80. No, in my ear, and almost afraid to. The take it in Sabato. Now, many may die upon the side bar. Bahona taking Kuma. You became the tremor, the Toshan, you know, that's why it's tremor. I feel really cry now. Yeah, more than that, I mean, I could talk to my time, like I said, director of program a friend view say we be take from the other now obo ni pare din e wo ho ni pare din na time bo ni view na me se mo ko ko ken se ni se bo ni view obo ni din onye yere onye usieni na obi buy him and all director of program not that all if I'm not sick then say me o sorry a E-levy and corona I am that journey we also the E-levy key exam okay if I holding na na you call you know and be Diaba no teaching the chairman. Taxation for me, maybe people, meaning the ground. It they are taking like a crown. Sugar, they are independent. Me, I'm in the crowd. They buy a crowd. Very little. A crane and a family. Anyway, okay, who is that? Yeah, dear. Families not here and be it, and I said, okay. I didn't. I think the water is here. Or more you think we are, it's nearly the year. You didn't so what's about me. And or come me cracking. What's about me? It's that we need a book standard. And I made back to the name. We will talk about the change. I'm very funny. Because we are now, T at the Nana said, DOT was what teaching. So, the making I can say, the person, a businessman.
Okay.
Or yeah, you want to be breaking. So,
okay. And Tianyadi or NDC minority in Nin or the buy.
Oh, the political party. We mean him say, oh yeah, is not a known NDC member. We go for say, then if I'm in the NDC. So, maybe another article for AP. I don't want to go into those things. It's unfair.
Well, any day more patrol, because the news report na Dabontin was said, and I'm fancy information was said, minority for anaba beche wo a year, yes, our birthday cake in the buy.
Obi, a cat that's a no. So that's a no. Obi now said, would if minority. And now, it's a color no green. Yeah, green. Especially that green that the color crack. And to be the key back comments, I said, a minority for the apparel. So, and I make a say, anyone also for a director of program. As a can say, a minority, a year to say when the person is so at the upper. Okay. And I'm like, we can all kind of do only no deputy member. People say so, yes, I think so. So, I mean, I don't get a cream in the crack because although the back is still a meeting only businessman. Okay, yes, sir.
No, person clear crime okay. So a businessman about NDC like minority because I don't need idea na about be change okay. Minority maybe because since idea we are question being say we are being like insensitive kakra say sensitive matter say sa E-levy in common e bi mpine so akwa change o Ghana han say enti bibi san so ba na chasa akwa say o ye huru ebi mu kra ne ne kakaka ho enti I see to me, issue or yeah, NDC ni honorable.
Me, David, me GP say, E-levy the power. Everybody, my Ghana, we think as a boy. I've not made any hiding about that. In fact, I've been in the field. Maybe I had a catching. And you said a point. What do you think? The year said, oh, dear, and I'm in a map, anybody, but my catcher was saying, I didn't know. If I'm not walking, if I no more, I don't know, and the cake and number. Then this cooking number. If I'm not go, so say, and this is saying, yeah, this you. The person is to be the other, no body. As to say this is one of the buy yesterday, I don't want to go there at all because what they're making very far away businessman. I don't want anything to be associated with things that were about the party. So no different there. Now I feel baby now how say that.
Oh, okay. Because Honorable Kennedy was saying echo post to social media. I was see a minority for any buy. And no crime I know ama Honorable Sam George I can say for my 24 hours say a dinner to your fan to Jan and Ghana for you now be say your true for.
No. Maybe I say you are the council. It is happening. Now, why is he not asking Kennedy or saying was he means I was in the young? Does it make sense to you? Who say Kennedy saying I can't push to assembly? Oh, it's a message I can opinion I can have that. Not the chairman that was a mediana, I get away out of it. That is a young thing on one day. That the young thing what happened in the day. Because as far as I'm concerned, meaning for day.
Okay.
Yeah. The Nepal I don't say a bit beyond. Oh, no fanco.
Okay.
It's what do you say? That is what happened.
Before Becon, so E-levy and Casano, state Bemuna was Sisia Pano, at the same.
What's our parliament? Or parliament? You can't have a man. Maybe I be you.
Oh, okay.
The parliament, but Jack will be you.
Okay, well, Namima, I order Chinquabium so, Nainja, but okay, Pacho, honorable address for Owen.
What to claim? Then, the new one, Yachina. You claim. No, you must have so my parliament is man because you said the
Asembia, honorable Ochibe Fidia to Jawo, your sister station, Hello FM Kumase. Minim se bia se what bia. I will can say leadership of the majority. I say mutimi can see so na Ghana for nyina to say yes. Honorable address for yeniam bia or her MPP or her bino. And issues be to say yanye deputy one me deputy majority leader dia and ye member parliament ni sansem no I say modern na mon kan asem no mon kan Ghana for nyina hu. Me sure say wonte kura anope eni abobi meti for I mean ATB. Sasem no dia na betumi aka fa ho. Okay. All right. Well, so you penny anti what kind what casanti Metiasia or the me say minim say tie for no be adu ba me dey say Metiasia we penny. Okay. Honorable you be mu anse Jamin Shapa. Honorable say Chairman Sabonsu. Masebe Juno Jama Swami, Majority Leader Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. And pay any di ayan komo kakra. Need 100.9.
Ghana Muntie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Aman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo need 100.9 FM.
Honorable Ami Asame kinkan krata bi afi Ministry of Transport.
Yes.
Ai making kind before answer ye ni honorable say chairman sabako din komo no. Aha, krata no.
Mr. Kwakwade no.
Yeah.
Ayo. Abusia nkomo ayo ofakwesi edi ya ansa na okodi nkomo no ye krata o kan ye. Na krata ni nie. Aye board chairman Ghana Airport Company Limited. Ena soro ni yatro Minister of Transport. Yaje udibra no afri wonsem. Openi Ghana Mampeni His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo per letter watrama wo wabo address no wa kama wase number OPS 127/22/104 31st January 2021 wadema we no tie wadarete wo say wa appointment owura ya okwakwe Managing Director Ghana Airport Company Limited no ya saati efiri wonsem enti shana nsese ne mra bi ada ho no isu pepepe ya shase obeye no tesade mampeni ejira ne tumi so aka no pepepepepepe ya ne saa kwa fori asiama minister ena ne nsa secretary yase wadi bi every secretary of the president office Jubilee House be free vice president na chief of staff wonyina ana ya declarate mountie ya duma no ya di every winsem ya de ma wo no pasaje
yeah that's it. Well so create a few Ministry of Transport and I pay yeah hwese bi ebetimi mpenifu edi nkoma because ora kwakwa me sure enini bi and pay abobo bia ninsem ode tutu abara ensentwefo bob finu no wa kire se wono kra dia wonte ye se BBC si me sure se ba na de wonte ya wonya ate wonte ya kra obeti
data 31st January meaning 31st January ne de appointment man ana dana ye de sakini ya say we said date no His Excellency Republic per letter or the ma war ye data 31st January
me pesa me assume but so papa no nye no na refi say 2020 was it 2021 said wow for some time near ejuma for bekai was it last year across the last 2 years who's an ejuma for crash or more cost strike because I'm seeing ejuma nso eni so sense me nyina ba beto dwa so this that's not the detail
na me hu say na say letter ya de sakini bem so omu kira ya che omu kira no 31st January na ebia ne da na epi abon
Baba, I don't want to me pesa me assume anyway maybe we just have to find out but say ora kwakwa no me obekaya na me kai no say obekaya edwumayfo no Ghana Airport Company foi no amo si na edwuma nso ani wo mu agitation sama no kra no me kai say National Labour Commission interlocutory injunction bi ni ade court nsem nyina kra be mu san say wo mu so mu tie tuane ne ka ho Public Service Workers Union foi eni omo twi ya ni ne ka je say wo mu je say yan sake papa no omo mpe no enti saade na ho for some time o enti minim say asemi kra bae say what tititia e bi kra ka say o enye because of McDan asemi nti na ma papa wo mu yi na di no and that ono ankasa no I say sabi no ho boundada aha
no asa tafrem
enti eno na bia ama akwakoba ne saa no enti na asem no de enya ade a asem foforo fiti be say 2020 kra Edwumayɛfoɔ no ne n'atwea sɛ wɔn mpɛ no.
Well, because when the Christmas no crown no, you say ya ma workers no bonus. Ma when workers no because will be a ma wo mo hwe. Na wo mo tri bi a wo mo koto si ho. Enso ho nsensem bebre.
Well, so
Tikrata ba konso kyerɛ sɛ wɔse yɛ mpam no. Anope kure bi a obekɔ office.
Obi mami inside feel be say honorable Adwo Asafo asem no. Enokre bi wom na say one man no deputy majority leader. Enya say one man no be vote e wo E-levy no. They say majority caucus ni meeting bi. Eno caucus asem.
Wo fa kwesi wa mu say sebi o kyere ba fi enye nipa. Befi nye nipa. Wa ye free zones mo. Mrase. See we deputy minister for trade and industry. Inti for him to come out. Na obeka on say as a super hine no. Nsu ataya pontre ne ema waje wo. Won to me meka sebi won to me be chantro. Emfanto ma me no so saa keke. Debi menye ni say ena okaya Canada Japan so edi ka say problem a omu face no eye omu ankasa MPP honom no a ena ewo na wantumi ansa da modin pote say asumesi anaso wo benten nti wokyere ba fi nso be ka ye na ayete say say problem no a omu ka no ye ma mesara Adwo Asafo.
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie suno asio gwe ma making kind comments in kakrani enko enim yemfa ni aka no so emfa ntoa so emfa mamo. This one here says what is the government doing about the transportation fares? We buy fuel more than our daily sales and MTTD police harassing us too. Government you do something about it. Yahweh do silver corner matai kono difi and what they buy. Echo di sosu okoto rasta bodriase. Deepest condolences to you and the entire family. That's to Magje, I guess that's what you're saying here. That's a code social. Ghana is one of the most richest countries in the world, but what we see is hardship, extreme poverty, youth unemployment, to mention a few, just because our leaders are empty-headed. Anna Fernandeku. Richest country in terms of what? Rich as in rich party and your masa. Rich. Yeah, you don't have anything.
Or natural resources.
And Sana make us say rich as in what? Okay. But rich as in say
natural
every successful person has a painful story. Every painful story has a successful ending. Accept the pain and get ready for success. That one here. From NB and by President Akufo-Addo should subject the E-levy to a referendum if he thinks it's popular. That's Ablade Efie Kuma Zongo Takradi and Wadifi and Wade by Sule Bosunyani KTK. Does the former President Mahama and his clueless NDC listen to themselves when they speak about national issues such as corruption, economy, employment, and infrastructure? That's one here from Sule Sunyani, KTK, NODF, NODBI. Let the non-serious NDC members who are demonstrating against the E-levy tax, E-levy, and also complaining about the hardship in the country, ask the greedy and the incompetent business leader that how much money has he looted from the state coffers. Boating our Denmark, NODF, NODBI. Kwesi, I want to ask you, Tag. Since our children have been in school for 1 month without any teaching, are we going to be credited with the fees that they've taken? That's Kojo Trumpet, Tasty Aspect Fast Foods, Bubuashi, NODF, NODBI. Just how do you see KFIA teacher for what I'm saying? I see. I want to remind you that you actually have tapes of Nanado and Baumia giving credit to rating agencies between 2011 and 2016. So why don't you play those tapes back to them? I mean, why call our grant NPP's surrogate to the Spect Acts? That is one here from Finland and Odi Enobaye. OPK Ewo Goals. So there's wow, super incompetent and clueless Muhammad now talking about the economy. After messing it with NDC for 8 years, you want us to go to the IMF for policy credibility. That is one here from OPK Goals. So the birthday celebration done by Osei Chairman Sabonso with the E-levy cake is a sign that the NPP government will chop the E-levy money if we agree to pay. We agree to pay. That's why some of us are saying we will not pay it today. Or tomorrow. That's one here from Meshak Asante, from Aboso Kain, and Odia Nufi, and Odibai. Cobra for Hanum Sima, on Twaso, Yenji, the Bon Cratano, and Commodity, and Fanco in Guami.
Abusia de Bocata, Delhi, Daspati, Anna Mitine, Deputy Majority Leader, Yawa War Parliament here, was I am Nasebetanima this year a war a futu. Ya jini post wo na ya di ama maame no we nya ya je papa no post wa maame no eno won tukwa ena gusu ekoswe Alexander Afenyo Markin onu nie na Democrat e kire se ononyamfo Alexander Afenyo Markin no o kire se minority fo aye NDC mrasebejafo no se wusie nipa kro na wo se nanimu a obi nka ntere o se nipa kro yare ura se de nipa no etini na ase na wo kwate senta boka elodu a ne senta botu ebuo na asa ache asi afa wo ba wu se nipa ne yare wo se na nipa wu se ebuna che no no wote parliament wo obisa ne se honorable wo hunye asa wo yare o se o yare na unkwa hospital so da bi obeye nkakra na wote wo aya ubonse ba konso ba ye kurakura nimu nipa kura yi ba ubisa sa dia na ye na so ne ho mfa no dia na ye no unkwa hospital so da bi obeye nkakra na wa besi parliament wo adaya obinya atia no ho pe wo mu be pass E-levy no wa bra wo mu nya dom dodo enti omu wukura no omu te parliament wo nipa kuro ntu kwan parliament no efa hoka ne ade na kwa brochire so won kwcha no ho yare mpo minority vote so da bi omu de abandro ebe ne nkakra wo Ghana ha no omu tembra sebe de fie wo omu te wo no saa abra wo hye wo no pa hu se enkofo yare omu yare pa pastela ebi a omu gina na omudaso ejina na the Bokata your friend said Daily Post wanim ha wade abana watre se minority fo a wamra sebe de fie no watre se aban pese oyusu a rough taxes ene ntreke se kwan bia so na woyi NDC mra sebe teni ya wogina ma adesia ewo asen north aya James Deti Question opeso wayi ni free wanom enti waya ne saa pe na tre se minority fo no edom no so ate enti wo mu dom ne so tepe ene said ya wono apese wo use de ya na de no na te se ekwan mu ada ho enti wasada epese wo serve no with criminal process bi na wodi yi papa ne free mra sebe de fie ho na wononyamfo haru na Idrisu ya wa ya minority leader en wono nso kasa wotre se aban womuti womu se no won dia wa peso ye bia won kwaso no wonye na so wa pa asomdia ene asuna won ja mra se betani no na wonye naduma but waso won pa asomde won pa hoto a ene won kwaso no wonye ne oye no won yusu ntrekese kwa so yemfa papa ne nkokoti yenkwa jeri no na nkakura mu tena befono ne se na wamu bu afu pa enti wamu krampo wo se a 7-member etna court akonyam Justice Jones Doche Mampenina Ebony Dean President nominee Nene Amegate Gertrude Tokono Yono Kolendi Agnes Dochi Mariama Owusu Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu Sankofo nyina Ampenina Nebo wonimdin ena womu nso ena womu betena asem so adie na wono a wanya komiseni a wo senkom yasi nipa memenda a wanim begu ase no efiada nwumire na anu wahu ena womu gusu a womu yei enti wase womu nye na womu nso to wo twen no so won daily question na Ghana kebe de pa na civil society organization ya your friend say Africa Education Watch and was ban say na dawroma there be a drone there you want to schools no especially universities no want to na nkwadai January woton and yaso ma bia school nto mu mra said ya wofo boka to university konya from enu nya free senior high and wakasa akwada no nko ebinum kobo obesia dimirika ko pay hostel ya ko rent womu eko school fees ni provisions e kasika abata de ma wonu ma se womu nko university nko hia de womu koya womu akoya redundancy enu anso womu ne nam wa womu nya hye adaya UTAG University Teachers Association of Ghana womu atiatua ena UTAG fu atiatia no nso sa wo hye wanimu ahu se womu awi ata so se ade a womu pen womu nsa nka womu nkonkwatra de da ena aban so anya na dwene se UTAG fu atiatia no womu problem no obepe solution dia womu enti sune want to school num na adesuafo ni nyina nkofie womu nkwatra womu maame no nten enti sempanimfo atengine hu wie na so womu adwene kɔ bankrom na UTAG fo pese womu kɔ classroom kwatra de a ene na womu am womu kwan na wonkwada ne sa kɔ school but for now dear of akwasi education what for say womu sra ban se na dawroma want to school num na nkwada no nkofie no womu nkwadwene womu so womu akɔtena school mu 1 month ya sense second month ya ye na mu aye kwa no hard ne panti wantum na womu nkofie enkohye de womu betumi
o ya semo se na no obi ka se bosumi ba ko a be na otwi enan ya nkoda na tena fie okay school for ya tena fie school fees no womu ebetua ade amoma no be de ni kaka obi
kwatun ze binum kura ko high hostel and na hostel no so womu the term no na eye enti se tisi a wa boka 1 month egu yeah when
so I mean Ghanaian Times report no one of the paragraph Karansha was say Bright Yeboah of the Ghana Institute of Journalism GIA was worried that his colleagues in the private universities were busily studying while they had been left in the dark. And Bright Yeboah usua de uko school GIG and also ka say ninu anu more private universities omu usua de o
omu usua
enu omu say so de bibia ji egusa public universities e san say lecture see strike here omu na me strike is be affect me pen so we omu de bosumi no de omtrefi enu je say so nko so yeah time no Rollins time no 1995 so now can see me really go 1995 na I think say 50 bear 94 na 93 holiday bana ayi lecture see any Rollins etwian no sikasem ni niam bia enko yeye mo omo twian me affect your calendar year no kwabra
wow
enu nti de shate a whole academic year for most about I think say 3 maybe about 3 years as then and so to me correct this idea no nti e bia yank see University of universities no public universities in 95 no they call 96 almost over 96 no call 97 I think minim say be 98 but at that time I know if you make me correct here nti sanya manyama we I don't know why every time bia Ghana sadie we your problems e yana atole bia medwene ho amenti ase o ade ba ko nim say etimi it's like a real caring I mean just every corner about. Yet means solve a problem no that.
Obakwesi the na wo kan no. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology student ba ko Martina Sare. And wo ka tell Ghanaian Times say as at now no omuni course outline. Omuni timetable. Action bia enkoso.
Yeah.
Nti eno anso omunam wana student ba ko University of Ghana Legon. Eric Mensa. Ono nso trese ofiri tamale ne baaye. Na oniska wode befa ka edi free house akọ back to tamale.
And you on
and ya kasi ya say bia wasaba back. Na parent no nso guso frefre wonum sa na student ku University of Health and Allied Science Daniel Ninam. Ono nso trese lecturers na omumma no of akwesi hard ne pa ba affect omu seriously. Omu sika omu de ba ye nyina omu de awie. Na won say of akwesi mu wo school na bibia nkoso a wodidi basa. Bibia na okodo because wonye busy wonko ba bia. Enti omu sika nyina omu de amanasa. Na bright yebo anso ka say other private universities ni nyina guso a omu sua de. But still omu da so a etifie. Na omu nyanya solution bia anso National Labour Commission ni omu kwatena ase ankosi aga omu so omu hia aban na nkasa
ma omu envy private for na ebi omu am so omu problem some dey some be call public universities ma call public universities na e go ba call private for fees na omu tia no na for mo
omu de no kura na ya 10
fees na bia omu so omu tia no
omu tia no 10 bia
enti waziba no wodi ni wana kaba wotua enti mo public universities na mo enjoy mo strike no mo enjoy mo strike no
na because we said the hard ne kakra ne say we so omu ba omu de adesua no betata so e be ye pack omu nya ahometi akura na esa omu start adesua no omu sa better exams enti ema pressure pa that student no so.
So me share the bonkrata be me ensa kwabra me so say say me working kind of pay wa brobo so do that am etie for a daily graphic anymore say Ghana card now e-passport valid for 44,000 airports. And me a daily guide anymore so say ICAO endorses Ghana card as e-passport. Me daily statement so say Ghana card now e-passport. San komo yi anope any other me press who harm says one pay benefit bi na one be chichi mu yie mekai ana tie for some bakaya bem say last year afie twa mu no November mo honum say na vice president this assembly dey two dwa obeka ye be ye he o man mu na si ade Ghana bi no kra so ni visa yentimi 44,000 countries bi honum ande u kwa ade no em say ni chichi mu an ya me de nyam tie ase kakretie for bra ye pempinfo ene say Tebia we create few passport now Ghana card issue ho a sa aye country si obetimi the Ghana card no omoji Ghana card nti ukuta Ghana card na say bia wunkuta passport kra sa 44,000 countries si which means say otimi international hwem 44,000 countries na hu enya country bia 44,000 countries I see one more there
44,000 airport.
Na say airport in our countries.
Be a country go an airport means.
No cry. What can you answer for once? What can you answer back? My boy say man. International civil. Oh yeah. Now see a passport asem so my main case asem. Asem we nim say bia meka menya asem ba ne ho ba kire mi so meka. Anu ya metu kwan. E ko Ghana ye embassy na e Washington no. Akoye passport nya media mko akoye passport ma miri na ye koye no ye say ye suban de ye di ko ba bia o
ajawado
Ghana my way
ewo
now who Washington
abrochire
who dan na esi okwabna ye embassy you who esi honom say kunkron kama washroom no and I'm saying, I'm busy washroom pa. And I'm saying, come, you see of fair Ujina Bontia, Uremua.
It is a Ghana.
Oh, washroom it is a Ghana pepe. You see that. Say me kwa brochire more nipa wo ho bebre. More amanfo wura washroom ho kra tesin. Ghana Embassy, Washington washroom. Oh boy. Just say to me, now we are breaking down. You fix it. My name says, a dino, one way on the other, some fix you say,
oh, because last week you cry, more the better that say, Oko ministries now. O say a dino who fee, yempenti, ura inside there, windows in the atite, net in the assay, washroom, so ma, baby, nyajuma, a beer boo. That's it. What's the problems here? What no? I just say, yeah, debate, and 1 year, dear to Kwan.
And Pamcho, auntie, yeah, embassy never Washington, D.C. Ghana embassy, but your washrooms won't fix why. Interestingly, we do also from the gate now, security for some recognize your movie. No more mammy fans, kakra and cry. Tim said, that messy obium. May yanko your passport to be our home saying that. But my washroom yet. And Pamcho, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Madam Shelley Ayoko Butchi. Yeah, embassy in our Washington. Washroom in your crowd. Intimusi, why? Dollars na moji a man for no. Unfe bin CC. Ana moji ana ba begu the national office intimu munye bin fanye CC o. Mon fix washrooms nanye. Why? Edan ni si okama kama ogina bontia. Ensu wure mu a washroom no nyanye.
Over question na say wo ye answer ebia wasi wo airport bia wo sa befa aeroplane foforo aba Ghana. Say wuduru airport ho a wo mu a chen aeroplane akwa America. Of ubedu bebi o motie. Fans wo mu station won. Say wo mu neti we. Wo miamia ni phone emia. Ye wonum ne ice cream. Ye wonum ne drink or sepe na kama. Uduru Germany for dia uhu. Uduru ha wo mu ekọ Dubai. Na aka akra no waduru Ghana. Baby a wo mu faru play aba Ghana no. Oh, aka akra no wa ben na no wa tise waduru Ghana. Du akra no wa tise wo mu ham. Ubedu wo no obi da fom ho. Na ye didi egu ho. Na we ni we ku.
Esewara.
Oh.
Esewara. Enti once again, yeah, embassy in Washington, no washrooms no yet. Mon fix it. Why? Mon fix it. And yet it's not good. Eh?
We have alternative use for all the 38 or so toll booth centers across the country, because we have plans for all those who were working in the toll booths. Okay, we are going to continue to work with them. And we have come out with a lot of suggestions. We even want to refurbish all those toll booth structures to provide proper and decent washrooms, for instance, for the use by motorists, so that we advise them to desist from the practice that we see at times. You find out or you see cars stopping indiscriminately on the highway and people getting out to as we usually say it, urinating. You see men on the left, women on the right, or at times you see a man, a woman. It's all indecent. It's not.
Around him, honorable question. I'm quite at home. Niamekan say, you see, I'm paying an add-on so on one so can be. Because we're football, but now I know how to say a substitute.
Yeah, you woman that.
Oh, my bread.
There
are some people.
Wapim.
There are some people. They have to be substituted.
Wapim.
I saw it to me a reshuffle kakra.
Over because we see na some na all can all. I so be our wabra won't want some our own can. tieni.
Adie si baby adie to boot na sisi o no. Yes, mo ana mo say traffic.
Mwana mo say traffic. Any esi be yi free wo. Won so say o question kanya bad you.
Which one the bad?
You too free sakra. That driver na catch passengers no. Mpata wa pese eduru on ma we hu ye no ama nsa so ai. Eduru on na we wi a ye nyina ba bia bi hu. Iba ma no mo ya no preko ne yanko.
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofia man homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku potomanto. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Udan kwanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete eda fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up e baba ware.
Asew.
Ye fi say this way chocolate drink ya sorry no pa no ne yenom. Ye be hye fridge nom no se snack. Ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a. He se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Oh, there's some pop. Cassia Bo. Kowaka Tamansa. Amaya Sa. Cassia Waye.
Onye yimu. No cretrodo. Kamadine kamadine bo.
Nita Fair.
Mayentie. Cassia Waje 100.9.
Ma main kind comments kakranian kwenim Yauza was say it is refreshing news to hear that the company that caused the Apiate explosion has been fined $6 million by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and His Excellency John Mahama, former president, shouldn't be giving the needed attention on his comment about Ghana economy because he couldn't solve common doom solve for 5 years. That's Yauza Suamin Odifi and Wadi Ebaye. Sorry. Yalsankide what type for see Ghanaians are going to enjoy for the rest of the time of President Akufo-Addo led MPP government because His Excellency President Akufo-Addo has put up some pragmatic measures in place to better the living condition of the ordinary Ghanaian. That is Yalsankide and Odiwe Taifa Deba Shipman or Atonsu Kumasi. In fact, the NDC can demonstrate from Accra to Kuwait on the E-levy. Government will still pass it, and we, the well-meaning Ghanaians, shall support it. That is one here from Shifman Atonsu Kumasi and Wadi Fi and Wadi Ebaye.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Okay, so Yenin Komo Griffith. Osei Kwame, IT specialist, a member of the NDC. Na Yenin Komo Kakra, Well, yes, I see me about better see Ghana card now e-passport. And come on. I'm that's more about DTFM sound pay.
Major Souvenir.
And Pomwe.
I mean, I don't remember who you are.
Well, so and Chasiane said a brave year Chemuka says idea we are Vice President. I bind the 2J ain't me muscle. And then nearby better J said CCR I cow and Ghana and she says in the city 44,000 airports. With me kuta e-card ya with me the afa saying what ye senel
And you know correct. The rapportage no wrong. Yedi kan I say o mekan di answer say Ghana card the e-passport. A buying and I bet you betu say I o idea to say Ghana card abe e-passport. Yeah, let me make that correction in the first. Number 2, electronic passport no defined in Akayo 9303 no. Or say a booklet. A booklet that has a chip. They said the Ghana card no what chip. And now it has to be 20-something pages or 48 or so pages. So I mention there are 2 options. One for regular travel and one for frequent traveler. So I mention. Now, what the government has succeeded in doing is that the Ukuta Ghana card. That's a young fan say Ukuta British passport. That's who free land in a bar. British passport no want to be for Emma Ghana. As a chance, this is how Ghana Emma visa. Emma permission is a better Ghana because even though if you are a proper woman who put the key France and saying but yeah, my own magic what me approve the way a Ghana need. If you go into airport, what do the Uganda card no? What do the Uganda card no? Airport Emma, you won't say they can read the chip on it. Emma, you won't say I verify what identity no say. I ask them see I want to find who near. Now we are Ghana need. Now what the account British passport no Ghana card number permission that we are citizen of Ghana and Ghana. At Tina Asaboy at Tina Kwame the Ghana card they call UK passport. So one more yes, mommy visa, tell me call UK. Miss you embassy. Because we have to be truthful to Ghanaians. What up on the electronic passport. It's not a passport card. Jamaica out there. If you say somewhere and say the Ghana card has become e-passport, are you lying to Ghanaians?
So this story that graphic yes ceremony key ceremony and now one year Montreal Canada I KO organize ya CCR there one seal a team Ghana ye card you see say airport 44,000 say bia unkuta Ghana passport mpuna say bia ukuta sa uyi
in identity management there's something called identity verification. That if you have the ICAO algorithm on your chip and therefore it can be verified at an airport, it does not make it a passport. I hope you understand the distinction I'm making. If it can be verified at an airport, it does not mean that at that same airport now won't verify your identity as a Ghanaian. Who your passport and what you have to pay. There is nowhere. No airport in this world that what the Ghana card and you have more footprints of Ghana we are Ghana. There's no airport in this world. So let's be truthful to Ghanaians. In fact, because of that, I'm going to do a very hard and nasty article on this matter. To put the reference to put this matter to rest.
Enti enya request bia sa tania omo cheche mpenifo cheche mu airport ahodo yi mi du ho no mo senya na bia womo ede yi infidie mi Ghana card di femu a womo nyintum se bia mi ntwem nko
womba tia to me say we are Ghana ni enti no womba tia ba Ghana. That it does not mean that all your passport was a airport now. We do Ghana card for and I stand over Ghana. And I would do Ghana has to a Kotoka Hayano. It doesn't mean so the Ghana card and choir baby room and become a more room crowd. It doesn't allow that. So why are we talking about e-passport? So passport, Uganda card, no, Fako, a Russian embassy, so for Russia visa. And that's a Fako UK embassy, so for UK visa. And a passport not supposed to do that? Can you do that? So be the catch from your own experience, check whether this matter is true. Is it really the case? Say a I can't declare. And to the infant say, if you cry and run is and Yamadru, Ghana, and the young train Bosumi Bako. Nafako, how Ghana card, no Fako, as you said, a friend and go for visa. It's not true. If there's a ceremony that said that the Ghana card has the electronic passport card chip on it, it is not anything big deal. Because it's just an application that can reside on the chip. And that chip is multifunctional.
Well, you're paying for no more, so yet you but
I want you to get in touch with the government officials. I want to hear their communication on this matter.
well, so I mean, me can't kakra, and I pay that's where Gusu but me can't kakra graphic story, no say. Just portions of the story or graphic, you must say. One of the paragraphs will say the NIA explained that following the key ceremony, the Ghana card could now be verified internationally, and border control authorities will be able to confirm in less than 10 seconds that a Ghanaian biometric e-passport into brackets booklet, as well as the Ghana card e-passport.
But I listen to the wording of the article. We listen to the what refer to a passport there as an additional document. It can be verified internationally, and so what? Does it make it a passport? You see, let us be truthful. You see, it has gotten to a point where it's becoming annoying because this is beneath the office of the vice president. This blatant lies and misinformation is beneath the office of the vice president. He shouldn't be behaving that way, like a serial caller. I'm sorry to say that. If the vice president is behaving like a serial caller, how can you listen to the word? It can be verified, and so what? It means that you have a program, an application on it, which Akeo can read and verify your identity as a Ghanaian. It doesn't make it an e-passport. An e-passport means you should be able to take it to an embassy for a visa. You should be able to stamp entry, exit, and what have you. Can you do that on a Ghana card? You can't do that. That is the point I'm making.
Oh, okay.
The fact that you can verify because it has an algorithm on it doesn't make it an e-passport. Jamaica, what you say?
Mm-hmm.
If you read the word in less than 3 seconds, you can verify the identity, the biometric feature, and so forth. And so forth.
It means that now person chance still lamp nukuta a Ghana card now. For them who hear Ghana passport no. And no na betim the agye visa ni kaka ho.
Tannet here. And who hear Ghana passport no kwan sana what him yakro. That border now you verify our identity sa we Ghanaian no. It only takes away the visa requirements. Unkuta Ghana a year. Unkuta Ghana your friend say passport one. Unkuta Ghana passport one. Now that's also what the Ghana card ne can work. It makes no sense because the passport alone is sufficient for the travel. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they are just throwing that in the eyes. They are just throwing that in the eyes of Ghanaians. I'm going, maybe by demonstration, but who headlines, no. I'm going back home. And trust me, I will send out a very strong and insulting on this matter.
So
because it is annoying.
So
it gets to a point where, you see, the friends say the office of the vice president, that is the second gentleman of the country. Perhaps peddling of these falsehoods shouldn't be. It shouldn't happen.
So
somebody e-passport no say quote unquote mukra. And can you ever say okay, your friends say, I mean you mean something different. But to state the leading newspaper to state that listen to the wedding. I'm all the newspapers I'm going to respond to it.
Well, and just going forward with the story, Kakra, I say, and quote, I say, in practical terms, this means that it will now be faster and more effective for border control authorities to verify the identity of holders of Ghana's passport. Does that mean, say, your passport?
But pause, 1 second. It will make it easier for border patrol to verify the identity of holders of Ghana passport.
Yeah.
And therefore, it has admitted that you need a Ghana passport to accompany the. And is that what that it means?
Yeah.
Thank you. So if it is an e-passport, why would you need a Ghana passport?
It also begs the question, say, Ghana your passport verification and faster.
Hello.
Me say na eno so ko fa asem bisa ba say nia senior penifo kan asem na akwa so ke your passport no say bia udu border control no mo verify check enti then e-passport in the be ma faster.
First of all, the Ghana passport is a biometric passport, which has information encoded in it, but in the form of a barcode, a two-dimensional barcode.
Yeah.
Good. And that can be read in any passport at any airport that has AKO capabilities. They can read that. Very good. Now that's point number one. It is not an e-passport because it does not have a chip with a AKO algorithm embedded in it. So there are several categories of passports. There is machine non-readable passport. There's machine readable passport. And when I did what information page, I did what I say greater than sign be room. And we are machine readable. We are barcode, yeah, two-dimensional barcode, and we are machine readable. If you please that, MID follow me in everybody now, you're machine readable. So including a chip, which is an e-passport. Good. Now, what this government is saying is that there was a biometric passport, a year, a friend say, a year electronic, a year electronic is biometric, but not electronic. What makes it electronic is the chip. So they are saying is that the chip of the Ghana card, no, you installed the actual application also. And that can be verified in passports across airports across the world. Now, what is it verifying? It is verifying the identity of the holder. So it still remains an identity document. Because a KO will be very stupid to verify one document and give the other one valid. There will be several different purposes. And the purpose the Ghana card will be serving is that it will be identifying your identity as a Ghanaian, which grants you permission to enter Ghana in case you are not holding a Ghana passport, to freely enter Ghana without any problem. They say ukuta Ghana passport, next ukuta British passport, I will free you ban. So why need Ghana passport in them? British passport, you be anymore. One more Ghana had that. But ukura in place of the Ghana passport, no. Therefore, I say British passport, no say, you can one, Ghana card can one, because the Ghana card is with you. The Heathrow Airport recognize you the way you're Ghana name. And you want that Ghana. That's number one. Number two, and this point is worth noting.
And Pachoba, before we come to so you have a such and say me a Ghana ni me ba Ghana, me kuta Ghana card, me ni Ghana passport. Na me jina Heathrow. Because me ni Ghana passport, no, omo ma me kwa ma member.
Uni Ghana passport, na so kuta British passport.
No, me kuta Ghana card. Which mpenifo ka se sisi ade. I call for no I accept it, and I'm saying say minti me kuta just Ghana card o. Enya ade on be mam kwa ma ba.
Oh mama, this okuta a passport, whether it is a British passport or a Ghanaian passport. There has to be a passport with you. In international travel, you need a passport to travel.
But I don't know penifo ka se sisi ade.
Traveling on orders. And now we see man a few exemptions or more traveling with this one card no the travel near the other no. Unless you belong to those specialized categories, no. You are required to have a passport. The Ghana card is not sufficient to be a passport to allow you to travel from any airport in this world.
Oh.
Yeah. And in the wording of the read the article, no, the Okaka terminal. Or see, it allows your identity to be verified more easily. And therefore, no, with your passport, you can more easily be verified and come. In other words, in the same article, it is accepting that you need the Ghana passport in addition to the Ghana card.
Okay, all right.
So why is the passport office, a friend says, Minister of Foreign Affairs, I saw an article recently. Why is the Minister of Foreign Affairs claiming that your friends say they are going to migrate into e-passport? I can't accept it. Then why are you going to waste money? Why are we going to print other booklets and put chips in it? Because Akeo has already, a friend said, granted a Ghana ID card as a passport. Ghana was a smart passport. Nigerian has a smart a card. All these countries, just an application to a chip. So I'm a application to chip. So I'm a e-passport. And you want me to do no one that's so printed Nigerian passport.
Okay, all right.
This is blatant propaganda. Oh, now I'm just hoping that Menya will be from government sectors or have defended that day on air. I'm so far I'm here. They have just put the news out there and nobody is pushing it. So I want somebody very credible, if you are from the Vice President's office, to come and say, sir, I told you so. I say. I think you should try and get somebody like that online.
Well, before I begin paying for Bam say any about good tea, I send him a message we had him saying, sir, if you have Ghana card and you are going back home from UK, you can fly back home. Minimum saying your person China says, oh, Ghana card, na say be of UK, back Ghana. With the Ghana card, no bit me about Ghana as a Ghanaian.
At least that is what a friend say. The AKO regulations do say. But put that aside. Don't even go to AKO regulations. No. Look at the article that you just read. No. That article you read. No. That article is also saying that Ghana card no going to be found. It's not just the AKO. Forget about about what the friends say. AKO regulations will say. Forget about it. Look at the same article now already man. If you read it, it is telling you now that it allows the passport to be verified more easily. What does that mean? It means the passport might be present. So how has that become the e-passport? If they say something has become the e-passport, it means it must function as a passport. Because there's no e-passport which will not function as a passport, which you require another passport to add to it before it becomes what? A super e-passport or super passport. What is it? So exactly, that should tell you, this is commonsensical, that the fact that you need a passport in addition to the Ghana card does not make it a passport. It does not replace a passport.
Okay, all right. Kwame MFC and MC, you better say young penny for so. You better see, and I pay.
But so when you penny movie, I know, yeah. Call me again.
Okay.
Call me again. I want to listen to him. Ebia, for all you know, Ebia, not all I know about identity documents. No, you're false. Now, about the can't be a magic to say, e-passport.
Yeah.
So I want to listen so that wherever lines of argument go, no, I can also, for the benefit of the education of your listeners, no, go to make sure you can have 70 years. So now, yet me
okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Let me show.
Right.
Head of IT for the NDC, sounds like IT specialist. That's Kwame Griffiths. And on your Dean Commando pay, yeah. Sassy me about to Ghana card na e-passport na watch it. It's for with it, yet so I say be a Benjamin pin for from the NIE NITA and I've vice president office now with me churches I deal with, but yensa anka obia e wo yesa ase mu nti e bia se wonti sa side no so a na enunti anama abasa no e-passport, Ghana card, and all the bruhaha. Yeah, the inchichimu de bebro. Mamin can comment kakrana komna sambrem ni engine sem be now. Mukala Jonas Adia from Kerry says, I keep asking this question that John Mahama is seeking for just 4 years to rule after exhausting more than 20 years as a political leader. Let's ask ourselves what magic at all is he coming to pull with 4 years than coming to blame the MPP. Mukala Jonas Adia from Kerry. Citizens of this country has a peculiar task to fulfill. This NPP government is not a government we should rely on for a better future. Ghana has been told to suffer indebtedness. That's Alaji Willie P from Efiekuma and all the other by Nanekuamu Boating or Ablikuma Central. Very what's he saying? He says I don't know. Aparo Zoom, I am disappointed in the NDC and his party. When they are in power, everything is good for them. But now in opposition, everything is bad. Opare Suhum and or the Nufi and or the buy. Mami Homesu Kakra. I mean, show me na memra na yen sanking can be farmer. Yo, the bankratano. Boami.
Abusia for the bankrat, your friend is Teleguide, the center spread war. Anna Oti Ora Magdan. Nymphonia but one say, o se suit to come, o se in a white, and what bought tie red yogusu. But we done about the set to some ranty the year. Nancy, when we done where be pepe, Anna was son of spares bogus the eno. A bonny tin was saying, and what daha. What the assembly to Dawa brow and in some 12 for dear Simu, I won't cry ha, wa brana or lanche, a fixed base operator terminal. Ya and Tabia no neba bayantima, a ya Magdan aviation, and also a ya Magdan ni group no, Nankraba tabaku, a Jumakasia bakwa, wadeba. Na ho, and a papay Magdan. Katra and some travel woman say one say. Papa so a power mass on yen and the ye more. Naniswa didn't say. Obe provide a strong soda adiama youth and the next generation. Now I'm to me and yen as wobi at the abobra. What I say? Ghana mebunu yakwa to for there be. Omunya tuma womubaya pa nanso etumanu wa he. Enuntin wa dear sin and niswa. Woye tuma pa bebre tre se obetumi aneta talent bebre ewo Ghana ha ewo nkrabata wodo entina sports okura sei o si astotes yahodo ede ma mebuni sade be ya omu benya agoprama papa edi so agro wodi anoto ntan ya wo sisibi islegon tesia da ya saabo ni nyina ho ka 8 million Ghana cedis yahodo a wo nyina no ono ana ofa ho ka ana ba no mabuna yama wonu mu adwuma nso a eno nso oguso a wo ye na nya se bi a ne ho na te no da bi o se mabuna ne nam monten so wo mu nya adwuma nye ade ate se bi ba no office ye padwuma ye padwuma a ye no ya na ha no pa o man tetre nso ye de nipa na tetre enti wo ye de obetumi bia se de be ya Ghana mabuno ebetumi anya nyina so papa bi edi abobrenti ana woye ne ononso woye na de bokrata yanim ha Ghanaian Times ya odi aba and watrasa ade Dr. Mamadou Baomi akaye na won kana nkofo agichim se wontumi anye en wode wose ayi woyi enne ukuta Ghana card ya wobetumi de atukwan akọ amai bebre so ya airport no krampo de airport baako 1000 airport baako 2000 airport baako 3000 44,000 airport ana ubetumi de ade yi etukwan de akọ ho who say man no dey yeah no one near brofu din kita ho online no mu ya keka ne o mesie nia na nehwe enna abeya
I see.
Yeah, vindicating.
Okay, so yanko amano so enkoma yani IT specialist, head of IT ma NDC Amanyuko Kwame Osei graphics DA. Sa Ghana card CC and 24 said about be e-passport. Engineer Peter Enchi West Yakon or deputy director ma Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training. TVET na osho kakra betimi aboa e komodie enti yanko amano so na yamana kwaba na wamoa kakra range boys yakwa da simu akwaba ba ni TFM so
me that bebre me that me joso na michewa tifo me that say mo be kata wachro na enkoma monti and graphics asama work no am say I don't know say bufu bi na hye ewo modern ma abani tu ewo sa niema we hu say yen digital system no ebe ye adwuma eno na ye na hi o seten you because explanation na oban nyina no emwa atiefo no because asma aban kan ne ya kinkan no ye nyina ya tu kwan ni bi ya tena akwantu mu ye hu senior countries a o mu nsu sa card bi edi tu kwan Echo actually a twin be remu. Card ya can America almost should be a friend green card. Over Europe or more Europe card maybe. France a full card, almost with the 2 coin if you hobo ever UK. If you quite within the card now, no okuta passport. Our France for passport. Now also kuta card ultimate card no grab it ever to UK. Now and no card no juma no obi the card na kata kolusha juma juma because all the details about the person no also. Now tie near all kanya can say so kuta passport yes physical passport not to say untimi you trying to find where you're gonna know to find but the explanation is so simple because so free abruche Ghana ha. Normally, no, so who passport you have to go to the embassy. Now, what could you elect? It's just a way you're gonna need. Name of passport, and ask for passport, who and ask to get this
traveling certificate.
Traveling certificate. So, and no, and I say, who could a card will be? Now, say, who can take it now? Ghana, who could do airport to her? You show your ticket now. What or no? Now, again, excess and pass away again, and you card in the Kutano, almost details, Kuso, and a chip in the woman, they could all the details about you, or fingerprint details, or eye color, and your eyeball, or height, and the details in our so, excess away again, and do you gonna need, yeah, and my whole pastor would give me for passport, plane on our Ghana. Name of so free Ghana. Now, if I don't call you here, you will need your passport to collect the visa. Name of visa now, so the 2 points UK now over Ghana. You don't need the visa to return to Ghana. You only need anything that identifies you as a Ghanaian. And that is what they're talking about. Say, your national identification card is going to serve as your electronic passport. They only need to scan it, and it will give you all the details. And with your card now, we'll take it out. What turn out they go for play? They will let you pass through. And this is very simple. So any brand and your brand pay. I can hear you say. I mean, he is so upset about the fact that the government has announced this important move. Idea ever for my you America for you should be Europe or don't countries when you look card. The electronic card. It is not a fair thing country be there used to be. So what is this problem this morning? About a tearful or mutino. Yeah, how the country wants to make effort, and the fact that you are in opposition doesn't mean that you should oppose any effort. It's not good. We're not helping the country. I don't think that is a good thing. And what do you know of this? Is that how we practice democracy and politics? I mean, all over the world.
No, we see, I can have Bibia, a man, Bibia, Yoposu, and Bibia, Diana, ever born, Mana, Pigeon, Yoposu. What is the meaning of this? I'm not paying a young free on the Telecomoto. What was I? Oh, and yet, Omonkwana, as young man, ever knowledge, ever item. And yet, Omonkwana, to quiet, and yet, Omonkwana, some Omokan, knowledge. They are not the repository of all knowledge in this area. So, they should give us some kind of respect. It is very important. No, and that and I'm waiting for any government official that will come and defend this. What is the meaning of this? But and then the government official will defend you or defend you. What are you benefiting out of this? What is you seeking to benefit? And you say, oh, and no uncle and to quiet. Adiano, so you're gonna now the passport. I call the visa. British embassy and as a high commissioner. Now they are too quiet UK. Now about Ghana, you do not need that visa to come to Ghana. You need anything that will identify you as a Ghanaian. And two things that can identify you, back and no passport now they call you visa no. And the back gives you a national identification card now. All the details now passport a time also a card you can also use it to prove. Say, oh, you're gonna need, and no, I can't take it now. What amount of the full plane, no, and no, and now, what the best so you're gonna need. Now, I say, what the pass it through, pass it through the borders now. It's say, who could plane ticket, I'm out of full plane now, and you're gonna show passport. Only check in here, the passport is finished. So that's it. And once we take it now, and now they go say, just say, check here, you're gonna need for full plane or go full plane. So this is not a difficult thing. All tries to be making it so difficult for the listeners to understand the simple issue. A government will make an effort to uplift the system I use to Ghana, and I buy never talk about the internet anything. I think I dream pa na yen change your style of politics no e wo Ghana ha na atiefo no ye mo awo mo.
Okay. All right. Me that's yana pe nyame shop.
Apani me so me that's be brave. Bye.
So yes, the more Peter Nchibwesi Akon, Deputy Director General of the Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training. That's CVET Deputy Director and pay na nkomo ina sugu bi eno abeboa cheche ni mam kakra
Abakwesi say do e dey san ye no obi ya all included
yen yimu
David
so Kwame Griffiths also a true article. I'm sure say before so train so obetro article corona odiaba but senior vice president teach I'm say no answer na you rent we see akwan ba be teach him no teach you Ghana for wa mo amanone omoti amanone omti akwantuom na unse na make say okay na no me call ye say na say busi ni akwa passport ntie bia so Ghana card na opese oba Ghana it means or time the Ghana card na or betim the akọ airport na watina plane mu na waba with ni ticket ni ne ka ho na chese waba in chichi man pen for the man that's countries are omo ICAO compliant no omo ni ICAO for nkitahodie betimi ISRD way. So I think that's the simple explanation e bia betimi ediama. But the ancient and soon say it doesn't mean say be a walk or mind be so is a be and come fan say otiaman on otia quantum teach you maybe I could a Ghana card and a Ghana ni cry be a wako now passport ira maybe a Ghana card war home and to me fan say Canada na be a UK be a country be a airport be a bit me ICAO compliant no when you fa Ghana card na pe auto ticket a bit me akọ obet me aba Ghana then you buy be a passport for any near count. But she knows to say be a ufi hadum say cordia we have visa and Ghana card untimi visa nguso ndi we passport we the biometric e-passport booklet no now they akwa kojo visa nti em say cheche mu so e was adi emu no baba
of kwesi ayi ɛno na mebisa sɛ nti memfa ne sɛ mem wo sɛ wo tu kwan firi ha kwa wo mu demande o passport ne saa de no wo mu de stamp besisi so anse wakɔ no
wo tu kwan kwa
aha but sɛ me ba de a na sɛ mekuta Ghana card no a ɛho hia sɛ meduru airport wo no wo mbɛsa check me passport kora bi wo
say I know nti country na airport okay no countries because I keep saying countries airport na omo ICAO compliant no
airport ni nyina
yes and they say kwabran crowd dey na aboa me say me kokan countries crowd na kwa aboa me twi madwin ba so nti so is the airport omo ni ICAO for what nkitaodie no sa airport no but see sadia we ebia kwame graphics na ni hoyi apoto no and say office I say ye tu futuru gu amanfo ani so ye ma omonti ase say untimi mfa Ghana pass e-card no na nka say bia wo ko UK go here visa
it's not possible
and ye ntimi mfa visa mfa gu Uganda card so
it is omode go
passport no yeah into here o biometric passport no na betim dia ade no
enti
but office o maka asem ni nyina abom
into one more parties say selected countries be pe
no
and airport no ube to me de
any country okay now umami mo meboa
airport say enti ebetumi aye possible say country be to say Ghana ye airport ba ko eje Ghana card ye airport ba ko nso nye Ghana card
airport no yan
say ye wo two
the international airport
yawo enkra na Kumasi
we must start fully working
say no ye domestic and here be a domestic no of akwesi ade na bisa homo and woman
ade aye come na fidie baby out dey fidie also ya teacher ni amabon if you can't teach them confuse them if you because ade yeah come I mean can comments kakra memra kwabra na to asoma na memfa to Johnson State for NCB and penny for better na yeni omedin kon Banasco Ampon and Sam a national communication team member of the NPP and Godwin Mahama and so belongs to the NDC communication team and penny for better and pay studio no say yeni omedin kon main can comment to be kakra NDC and JDM cannot decide for Ghanaians. And their demonstration today will never yield anything to anything fruitful. That's one here from Eric Uzwo, Fiapre and Fienimu, and Odiano Fi and Odebai. Please, I want you to use your platform to inform the Director General of Ghana Education Service that Ewutu Bodrasi, St. Francis Anglican Basic School, Ewutu Senior West in the Central Region, the management of the school illegally extorting monies from the parents through their awards. I am therefore appealing to the Director General of Ghana Education Service to investigate and take the necessary action. KK Jan, Officer Utubreku, and Odia Nudu Fibai. And Pamcho, Moamoya Sadiano, you are illegally extorting monies from the parents. No my illegal maybe nanka so to me cite one or two examples beneath me but I know person chess of mommy or dummy Ghanaians should come in their numbers to support the government to bring the e-levy to boost the economy. We need to pay taxes to develop the country. So of mommy dummy or the fee nor the buy. NPP has a weak leadership. No one will take them serious again, and none of the Ghanaians are suffering. That's Eliklim Akurugu. No, it's actually Gliss Energy. No, dear, no buy. Eben Wakabenya or say, if I may ask President Kufuor, do you really have the country at heart at all? If so, why do you chase or sack people out of office during their who are doing the right things? That so McDonough and Kwakwa, who should be chased out? That is one here from Eben Kwabenya. Make us say Chibi and Penny Betransi na Omabua actually Marju Sema Hodon. So Godwin Mahama Betransi, Sanson Banasco Ampona and San and so Betransi. Come on, yo, they won't crack.
Yo. abusiafo Democrat Daily Post wa medi ewie no wɔkyerɛ sɛ etitiro bi efiri krobi asante kɔtɔkɔ hene wetumfo sɛ tutu a wɔtɔ so mmienu ahemfie ɛkɔ former president his excellency John Dramani Mahama naso ɛde otumfo gold coin ne bi ɛde kɔmaa no na bra wɔnum kɔɔyɛ ma wɔnum akonnwa tena ase kama ɛna wɔka kyerɛ wɔnum sɛ o ayi wada wɔmu ase sɛ krobi asante kɔtɔkɔ hene wetumfo sɛ tutu akai no ɛma wɔde gold coin bi abrɛ no na wɔno nanadeɛ wɔtene so a wɔsɔre nyame nhyira no pa ɛsiane sɛ ɛberɛ na wɔyɛ mampani a no wɔte akonnwa soɔ ɛturu baabi na nneɛma mu ayere paa nti ɔno akɔ krɔbea asante kɔtɔkɔhene ahemfie ɛberɛ a wɔtuu yɛ nanagye na wɔatu ɛna wɔbisa nso ɔdɔn ahadeɛ bɔkɔɔ na anɔpɛ yi ɛne ɔse ho ayi minyaeɛ anka wadamfo brɛboɔ yi a wɔyɛ president ma World Bank yi ɛna nanampo ka sɛ ayi James a ɛna wɔse ai nana James na mekɛn ɛnka ne nkasa hwɛ sɛ IMF fofuo betumi aboa yɛn kakra ɛsiane sɛ nyame anim no kura nie nneɛma mu ade ɔka saate no so obetumi ɛna nkitahodie kɔɔsoa ne sɛ IMF fofuo ɛbɛboa yɛn ɛnya den sɛ nipa deɛ onneɛma aso na mu adu unyia kasire obi mbɔ bi mfanto apempemu a ɛnya de bɔne enti wɔno watu saa na mo no a Robi asante kɔtɔkɔhene kurampo ɛna di mu atintimban paa ɛna ne nsa ɛka saa mmoa yi enti wɔdana na ase paa ɛno akyi ɛberɛ a wɔte akonnwa soɔ ɛduru afutuo ɔkɔ nana hɔ ɛduru hanom ɔkɔ nana hɔ wɔne nana duru baabi adwumayɛfoɔ nsɛm ne ade nana bɛbɛ mu atu anammɔ sɛ yɛmfiksi economy enti ɛnya ade bɔne ɛno na ɛna no ɔka bi kyerɛ aban yi sɛ beebi a ɛduru no ato apenten yɛn nyinaa yɛnsi nkonnwa nto ato adwene ahomasoɔ no ɔmmra fam ɔmmra ne ho ase na wɔngye obi agye nkyerɛ no hwɛ asa bebree enti korabea asante kɔtɔkɔhene deɛ ohodu no in high esteem na ɛnɛ akade ebi kura nso a no wɔ mu asase kura dada demonstration ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ yɛntua E-levy demonstration ɛna wɔn ɛyɛ na NDC amanyɔkuo ne mma bi kyerɛ sɛ sɛ oyɛ firi ya oya no anwe wose a obi ehu mmɔbɔ ne saa ho nti E-levy no ɛyɛ kɔtɔbɛku ba wɔn nti aseɛ demonstration no sɛn na bɛkɔ yɛ ni di akyire yɛbɛsi bia no bɛbɔ mo ho amane kwasi abɛdwafoɔ atena ase dada ɛna sports nso yɛnya coach foforɔ yɛ otu ado ɛna ɔyɛ Ghana coach a ɛnɛ wɔba bɛtena akonnwa atototo yɛ nneɛma ama yɛn na Chris Winston nso ɛyɛ technical advisor yɛ ne suade hunu ne sɛ yɛpɛsɛ yɛ qualify na yɛkɔ World Cup nti yɛne Nigeriafoɔ ɛbɛbɔ wɔ ha ne asa akɔbɔ wɔ mu kurom yɛwini mmienu ne nyinaa pa World Cup yɛne yɛkorɔ no ɛna wɔn apa saa mpanimfoɔ so wɔn nso akyerɛ na wɔn nya ntoto yɛ na Ghana Black Stars yɛntumi nkɔ World Cup.
Yɛda ase kwabena nti deɛ bɔnkrataa na kwabena aboa kenkan ɛde ama yɛde no akɔ akɔgudi ana kyɛ sɛ mempanyinfoɔ nso tena ase anɔpɛ wɔ studio no ma sɛ Godwin Mahama of the NDC and Banasco Ampon Ansa of the NPP tena ase anɔpɛ no ma aboa with your discussion segment yi madwin kyɛ no bi ɛna so ha na msi amigu so a yɛ no nkakra so yɛnkɔ yɛnim na menkan bi wɔ ha as for the toll booth I suggest that they are converted into comprehensive police checkpoint with guard rooms and place of convenience also added for to them. That Kofin said or Pokrasi in Odiano added by Rainbow Kaswa says going to the IMF is not the way to go. The E-levy is a good initiative. Just that the government should consider reducing the amount to satisfy all Ghanaians. Long live Ghana. Rainbow Kaswa no defino by and Kuma Foster Achima Yuebi. I totally disagree with those who are saying our country should go to IMF. Their question is, how many times have we depended on them? Ankoma Foster. Hey. This corrupt, laziest NPP administration want our e-levy money. US have borrowed not taxed over 3 trillion. You've employed NAPCO, increased presidential staffers, paying unnecessary allowances. Alai Baba or Madina and Odiano Edabai. Ghanaians are very wise. You can't deceive us to pay money for small family and friends government. Isa in Sawem Zongo and Odiano Fino Edabai. Teacher Kujo Otepa and Yenesusu was say it's very clear that John Mahama's wish is to see Ghana plunge into crisis to propel him back to the Jubilee House. That's one here from Teacher Kujo. Ode Ewatema or see the Vice President Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP are not ready to go to IMF. For those pushing it, they can join with their family. That's Ode Tema.
Ghana Montie. Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Asew. Now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Udan kwanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Catch up pay baba ware.
Asew.
Ye fia say this way chocolate drink. Sorry, I no pay no ne nom. Ye be chef fridge nom no say snack. Ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia boagu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne nom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, kwakwo wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwehwe say adwede nkratoe mo agye atum say eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized, feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Oh, there's some pepper. Cassia Bo. Kowaka Tamonsa. Amaya Sa. Cassia Boye. Onye Yimu. No Cretrodo. Kamadine Kamadine Bo. Nita Fe. Mama Yentie. Cassia Boye 100.9. Kwesi Bonkwe.
Neat 100.9 Yankwampa Yankwe Nimano Pay. So Banasco Ampon Ansa Atsan say he belongs to the communication team of the New Patriotic Party. Yeah, hearing him say Godwin Mahama. So yeah, Ebabeka Insa. But Banasco Atsan say Inquadia. Meneno Enshas, yeah. I know pay with studio. Banasco, Aquaba.
Yeah, me no me Josu na pomu tisen.
Yegosu, so.
Nyame adom, ye che tie for so.
Tie for Josu.
Yeah.
So, Yanshas, yeah. I'm sure, sir. Yanshas in Ghana card because I'm saying we are common enche. Ghana card now e-passport. So airport 44,000. I think somewhere last year November, I feel true and a vice president said you and as I said we are able to ja. Maybe saying to me, and yeah, Juma, and to me, Maso. nsɛm no bebree but ɛnɛ sɛnea ɛtetetete no which means CC adeɛ dwumadi akɔ so wɔ Montreal, Canada. Almost seal is so now the Ghana card is now also compliant with the KO for travel arrangement. Mintio so far.
Yeah, minya. But that's Erika Mamintia at Ephobium.
Before juice.
Young Sunday in I want to say Yama Ghana some Jebson. Wow. Nambo Yamampini, His Excellency and another Danko Kufado. And in a pamphlet in Abaso, Ejumapa, Omo Yeni Akumapa, Omo. Mina won't say Akumapa and Edin Yumapaba. You may have a good heart, but Ebia means in you out the Bay Papano. And so, Wakuma Panti, yet to me, to say, wait dear, your bonny chidoma, penny to me, yes, a penny or Jebosia, the Buffys. They no Wakumapa, into a toda to me the channel. Then say, Opeda, permanent. I'll show another one from money and Hokikan, a bonabaso. Now, member a year. Apamfina so abaso sonko minua asemu a wabisai edikan Ghana card anase abodin adwumadi akitawo a ekere se ampa we de oye Ghana ni a osi people kane no ne wo enwuma pi anase ahyansidi pi a ekere se we ye Ghana ni ukọ banka omoji ankrata awodo ebi wo health insurance card ebi wo passport ebi wo senate anase wo driving license ene hu no mapi but sa ankrata ya mebubo odin nyina no apart from Ghana passport ane ye ma ho kwan se wo ye ohoho a wo benya bi no ekrofo ti Ghana ha omo health insurance cards o kire se oye foreigner de nanso owo mu akwanya se otumi je eye shepa ewo omanim any do na wo driving license omo ya wo so mu kita bi international driving license but issued in the name of Ghana enti aban enje shepa ode ba ye 2007 omanpanin da akofo ehun se ampa ebra so se Ghana ye benya card ba akopa a sa card awodo anyina no egu so se de be ye ochene bi ukogina baabi na wuyi wu card ba akopa a etumi di represent na di ye no mapi kanenu na ID card asuku ye ko mo ye mayen no eya paper ne ya laminate na ye do picture aka ho ne ye de ama ho se ne ye ID card ebedu bibi ne ye ba eye biometric ones a eno de ye twa na ba ye card nso ka kra ensei edu baby na afi ye de chip semu a eba be kire se card na okita na no wo University of Ghana card a eye e-card a wo betumi ekra de usika egu so e-switch ne ade nyina wo so enti improvement no kwa na ekọ but mampeni kufo abreso no se there be me card eye for solely Ghanaians with the view say ojina baabia na okokasa ehun nya so kwakotwe cars ahodo na mbom yi ano pe a wo hu asem nyinara eguso eno na ma ye benya ade a ye fra no Ghana card na National Identification Authority e de baye 2007 2008 ye shase a omu ye bia no NDC babedi 8 years tieniyo eche for mesramani de mu tieniye omu bedi 8 years because they do not believe in the national identification system anuti 8 years omu for chief executive any workers etu omuka enso card efa half card ba kwa we ye we twemu sempo NDC for entumi anye bi but today they have much to comment about it because eye amembuo and eye ntwasodwuma nti okabia na why di na watie no NDC for the 8 years omanya ba akokra MPP say babiem ene be hyiemu kina se Ghana card ade ade mfasode bebra yen ebema yehu nipa hodo a ewo Ghana ha omo ye Ghana fo ankasa na me yetumi ayen hyehyɛ bi a ebeboa oman no ebuntuo ne nkanko enti yesan ebe hyiemu kina anda me no ka say nipa dodo anya bi a me nya me de ewo mu se challenges wo ho but obi anya ne de now cards all over our specific implications and I say adia ye di to anamwaye among other things a Ghana card ye see ebeye no ebi ni say ebetumi aye a fair representation of you the individual as a Ghanaian what's Ghana card next year ye wo barcodes bi wa kire minua saa dia no barcodes no enye kwa They are detailed information about you. And ya configure na ya coding no and ya dia gu akire saa. Enti obi a onim no over o card bi a akire. Wo den ya bon say lines black bi ho, ebi so, ebi yaketwa, ebi wa, ebi etia. Study na gu wo no eye asam na ya bɔ ne tofa. And ya ye no kukuruwa bi tia na ya di na hyehyɛ te say line na wo no. Enye line kwa. Ye man penini abedi akire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ekachina afie atwemu ni se omoni aban anamusifo ani aban dwuma ewo emiamia amayahodo so eye nkitahudie se de be ya Ghana card no wubetumi se wutu kwan wo baabi mpo na mpo se wo passport a wukita no eni so a de betumi age na atum se ampa eye wo passport misrow ani diem Jerry, how many Ghanaians and what you say? One more Nigeria, a corporation Benya Nigeria card. One thing information about the fact say any papi air press omo person munya Ghana card ni bi a munya Ghana for. Who be say dentia? Every card from Ghana is respected. You know what I say? Every card from Ghana, a idea and for Eden, ebu. Huh? Darling boy. What did I make an say? Say, and then yenya ngitahudie na kwachire ama amayama ni biaje atum se ampa edi kan ugita Ghana card na yajim tum se people we Ghana ni enti se uba bedu ya man so na mpowu ni passport na brena so se wo se kwa ukrom na ugita o plane ticket agita eye Ghana card a de beje atum se esen se wo ye Ghana ni nti ubetumi ayadan akọ umamu wabra wo hia passport biara yenya branche bia okasa sabi ani die ni ahobrasem enti na asem okan ya na ne kasa nyina ne se aban na musini bi emeya no respectfully meti amawen enti se amampani abedi akire anase mampani emeya no a obi obeya no bi on de anto na so NDC IT specialist and so must you oppose everything? Kasi, Mr. O, must you oppose everything? No. In Jamaica, you opposition until you oppose everything. Come on, we must go above this. Mr. O, one, who buy Ghana card? Meaning, say we need him. What to quite pay? Who passport? Thank you for a passport, bra. Who are scanning all the pages of your passport, especially the biometric page? You scanning. No mo scan no mo dia dia. Wo wu tie me bia me sra wani diem. Wo kwaye wo biometric ne ka se for wo senate card bra. Fa wo tin number bra. Wo health insurance card afa bra. Wo birth cert afa bra. Wo passport afa bra. Me sra ani diem ahobrasem. Passport no mo gi ye na o mo scan ye no. No mo scan dia edien. Was it not to infuse on the card? It's an overcatcher, so one way I to we said the whole world. Computer crown away yenti. Yeah, now barcodes, no. Our clear indication, no. And to me, man who quite, I'm a woman to quite. Obianka said Ugita Ghana Kada, now officer. And let us state it clear. There is a difference between visa and a passport. Passport is just a means I want to represent some visa no indicating on this one. A stamp near the bomb, yes, over visa. Bebois. And a stamp, and a chest over visa. If I'm holding this paper, that's a stamp to mommy. Sir, embarked, and I say visa granted. Yeah, they are stamp on mammy. Am I not still holding a visa? I went to Burkina Faso. Now me get a passport. Yeah. But I do one of my students in a mobile program. And there will be a friend visa on arrival. What am I saying? I crack, I say. I know what so no much en route de la passé au sen. That's it. Yamane kwa say onko. The American say en route. The spell no na who say en route. That's my mouth kwa say ko. I know must stamp my near the kokodi 1 week a program. Did I have a passport? No. But they gave me the opportunity to enter. They can visa. What is visa? Visa ne say mama kwa say bra me mamu. And I say ko me mamu. And the Sandia, Ubanante, and I'll be free of a US. Ubanante, I'll be Burkina. And one they say, Wapo. Ejasima ya kan ye tiawa. Amayama nkobom ko. Anasa adwumayeku a egetum se. Wei okrata okite yegetum se ampa. Eye de obetumi dia free umamu. Ade aba obi mamu. Ase mama akwanya se Ghana card no. Ene se wo babedu eye oman bi mu. Na ungita Ghana passport mpo a. U Ghana card no. Ya de kire fidie so a. Ebetumi ayi wo ho nsam. A kire kwan dodo a watuo. Ani ne keka hu nyina amayen. Enti ye beje atum se eno no eye wo passport a esi wo passport krata de na nem. Aya sem tiawa. What is this argument? Obi Babeka said, and then the into engine tum, and then what is that? Ghana near woman on it, Miss Low, Yantian ye. Ogita Ghana card so, and then Chester Ogita Ghana card in tea. Won't go embassy in Quadvisa. Now I could airport say, me Ghana card, me baby 2 coin. Visa only means an opportunity granted to travel into a specific country.
All right, yeah.
And it's your what you can say. Your man Penyaba de Chia Bonabaso. Awo anamuntu awetu au pese Ghana ye go into the global system no ye go with the technology advancement enti diaba no eyani jesem owo UK te se minua prince akode oye elder Pentecost elder wo Church of Pentecost rugby oba Ghana na se ogita ne passport or the Ghana card no kita visa. So you see the difference here is that about the difference in say you must first have your visa. And the visa can be stamped on any paper. You know what I say? Visa, you bet you must stamp on people.
Okay, yes,
yes. But what shows you are a Ghanaian traveling to Ghana and only a Ghana card? That is the clear distinction. It means this phone in your propaganda be said, as it says, who Ghana card, who here visa. It's a lie.
Okay.
But you can only use your Ghana card, no? Our passport nanga so just scanning the barcode egu Ghana card nechi made the computer so ebe you details balance kwamponsa ofibramesi kuma and house number MB 138 otimra say ni nyina ebe yaba ni ehun se ampa wo ye Ghana ni ado keke ni amame kwan na se advance an be mame ni e di amame that is how it is now we went to plane ticket enti ye ma Ghana fo ni nje ye tu na mo pa aban ibu an ho moden man, simple. That the beya debiano na ye ho ehan.
All right. Well, so Banaska Pansa of the MPP Nini Dean Common, share Gordon Mama, so Baba Council, Mammy do ye. Yabani Baba here, you tag name sense kakra. So 4-week-old strike. You tag a 4-week-old strike. Or see, and for Ghanaian times, so see students begin to return home. The school for the Biasha, KO FIE, Africa Education Watch, France with the Baba to just send your name see corner public universities no yen shutting down yen close to my main kind comments kakra memra ne media no ho enkomo kwame na acidity wo ahafo a change you no was say Ghanaians have never witnessed the NPP government and Ketokreko administration the worst administration in the history of this country under competent president Akufo-Addo and Ketokreko's okay, so you're mixing two things at the same time. Ketokreku is the president of Ghana Football Association. Mensa Thompson of ASEPA is being sent to court today for the allegations made against the president and his family. And it appears the NDC have left him to his fate to demonstrate against E-levy. Nana Ponsa Bediakon and Odianoba. Amisko Spelele Wakaswa. Well, see, and this demo clearly shows they are embarking on keep fit since exercise is good for the body to stay healthy. In fact, E-levy will continue to be their nightmare. Amisko Spelele no Diano by Tete James Osinyani. If you see the NDC protesting on the street and you think they genuinely want this country to be fixed, then I am sorry for you. Well, Tete James, Sunyani no de by. I'm when feet our Asaman Kese. The NDC and their leaders can demonstrate for 2 years. We don't care. They will remain in opposition for 40 years. Never again to the NDC. That's Amweni Fita. and Odiano Ebai Musa Abattoir Kumasi. We have seen a display of insensitivity against the good people of Ghana on the occasion of the celebration of 65th birthday of Honorable Osei Chairman Sabunsu. The decorated popular E-levy cake was displayed in decoyed style so as to mock pain, which means if Ghanaians are dreaming of government, consider our cry to withdraw the E-levy, then we're living in another planet. That is Musa Abattoir and Odiano Bai. Abdul Basit Zongo Pioneer Kumasi. This demonstration is needless. NDC, they are big liars and they are deceiving Ghanaians that one there. Abbas say this another government must show Ghanaians what they have done. The infrastructure and development can't be compared to the visionary leader John Mahama. Abbas Nodiano Bai. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedia Sunu Asiogwe studio I'm seeing Banasco upon some of the NPP and I mean discussion and pay as a Godwin Mahama of the NDC but 20 min bambi do han say so yan traso yan koso Banasco yan here you tag strike he now chair 9 mu no moy 4 weeks
edikan you tag in sensem no akwai 19 kro Mia and the spot. Eka etodana megusu suama da kwenya bitumi abeka yuta wasema meka chimi penifobia emu but you see if we are say bia ne ehun asa yesa ya na montie a obetu bia so na wadwen ho mienu penifo for na zame aso mi na enya ne bedim katum ne da so ebedu bibi na bia yeso kwadwuma wo pe wutie program ne mu asem wo kan na waka aso ka mesre edika topa ne na ye de to ye penifo ye ni bia the strike here ye koi ho nsem a emu ni waka ene the National Labour Commission ani pape mu no etie bi na yensu yehu se Ghana ye nyina ye man ehwe se betutu enka enka ne senka National Labour Commission ya ye Fair Wages and Salaries Commission asem in your message you tag in penny for into me say from the time aban buy no any omontina si ya efa onsemo na omo na de ba ko ye mu bi etoda na eye ya kese pa ne say ba ko a edi mu tintiman pa wo da ye striker na say to want to abeda you tag ne aban temi ye ade a enko motu ho na mo from 2010 edeba ema ehun eba ya ma hwe ade kita mi government white paper 2013 ye mampini dada John Pani Mahama issue ye and after issuing that white paper for over 4-5 years UTAC and to me anka wasem but unim aban bia ne anidie ne obu a nipekuo bi di ma me no de ekoso de ma mi hu ne se NDC na se aban ewo so a edwumakuo bi wo ho a unim se mekokana manka ne yebebu manimtia ahwa na wasoma ne nkola baby su chapters edi matem nka mbu metwen na maban a ono minim so betie mi ne ba na me ne naka UTAG had about 11 proposals on board about 11 issues are no mo pese aban no eyomom MBP aban ba ya ye mampeni na nadan kwakufu adoda no ono so di no ni mawu mesu nsem about 9 of them were addressed umushia ya umudia no baba kama enye se aban ne gitu mu keke eyade a wetu hu anamon wafa ho nsem ma wama ayeyi na out of this we are making emu two na aban no se eno no de a che si hu nkunda na esi ni ye edi kan eye base pay na se nke ebeka no basic salary but what ma say eno na ye kan na etosu mienu bibia e frɛ no market premium na market premium so no ubegya tum say aban no nhyehyɛ ye mu no aban no dey determine say this is your worth me say na me yama uji tumu a waka yo unji ntuma na one aban na di anobaba na yetumi ayama but there was specific job requirements bia eno no a friend is essential service providers despite say one market premium on the whole no momo de na yetumi yehu bibi kakra wahu ebi ni ti say UTAG university teachers but on a quick note ya yetoda say addition ya abodin ni akwa akire yes obi wo so a wabosa abodin ni bi but ogitum say bia bia me wa me ye adwuma na mepe wa nti be fa ne sa because me bia na me wa me ye adwuma sisi ye wo nipa be 4 no mo so awie ebia PhD a ye kan wasemi ansa obitum da child we university ba no mo kira de wo secondary school why because they were okay nti the best say enye say obi antumi nya say adwuma ni bi obi betumi aye bi ati obi wo so ano person no so ye adwuma obi oye na nti mitie ni pani ba ko say de okan ne kasa no say obi o kira de university kwa na wabien akosi akire esere ni die mu enye ne sa ye nyina ye di ano baba on say me kasa asesa kura ese say me ni mi pani fo na kasa nti sa ban no ekoso pachew na mo kasa esere mu ye nyina ye mba ye nyina ye daache ofra ye gya mu agu wei na one no baba be ye epeni bi a ebia putupuru machew o yare da wo bibi a ono aso na baba be hwew at ebia nde odi ye nti don say akoma I always tell my colleague teachers and other guys say look as a teacher una wo ye the greatest person o so hwe wo ye pa but obe ya akwala bi ende no ho implication wo watch na ebia meka nti mesre senka aban no oba ye 11 no na se watumi ayemu be 9 na ka 2 a na de ba ko a yen suma me sam infantu dwa na se the fact say me kitan krata na nti enye se ebia be ba beka enye da we ne ye ne UTAG etwe ye yesre ne se enka munhwe aban a ono no de mu bisa no watumi aye bia mamo compared to aban a hwe that white paper me de che one na sign the date is 13th April 2013 it was signed on 9th April 2013 by John Domani Maham market premium ya and then abaya asemi aban no that time I can say despite the fact say yakwa market so bi ehun engika ho a ope sa sika bi me pese mebodini cause me penifo yentumi betena bedwem enyi nsem nyina engu ho what you say but na me nim se beka UTAG asem it's just that once I'm into it I have so much knowledge that are happening but no many people why bisa especially market premium a form of allowance I usually get more based on your base pay it is obi person onya over 100% allowance on the base payer abano maybe the neck of the government and mind you adiama aban bi asuro under NDC and rana abranti ba kwa mene no afidie so o se yan adwo Muhammad e oye bold nti o ka kiro mu straight say ontua and nti no man kan wasem no and it is here I can read it for you it is here it is here that is the government white paper guideline for determination of market premium under the single spine policy 2013 that is the government white paper and you would see clearly that baby wo aban na kire say that way ya me komu bebu dadie I say this is the rationale for market premium. What you say? But you say ni nyina na ye pese ba bedwum a ye beka.
Yeah, but I mean, nyao kan ni nyina no. This is here NDC ni abemo. MPP.
Now you see the point is
MPP white paper so ne say.
MPP near white paper. What we are saying is that in 2013, this was the white paper, this was the roadmap that was being used. You bet me ye be more. I just say we do another committee, another survey on the market premium again. Inti sadia and kamuma yenye to determine the market premium na mo pa aka mo dia mo no bi. And also no untumi nye na won single out say me yama UTAG nko. But what did the make na say? A policy, single span policy, it is therefore it's under the trade union congress. And I say eduma efo nkabom ko ba no a ye disika sem ho ano ba no. What you say? It would mean that because of UTAG, they require market premium determination. I'm a UTAG phone. I was saying, front teachers, nurses, police. One. And you make 13 now. You under trade union congress. And no now the but the argument here is that, but any of my lecturers can correct me, and I speak not to indict anybody. But my point is that now UTAG is acting as if say, they pay in isolation. One said the argument in it, and I want to mean why UTAG for the then Nagra to come in, Kokoti will come in, Nat will come in. Nurses and midwifery council will come in, medical council will come. Obia Beba. In this idea, then we have to do that survey again and get the determination again. Say the baby to the UTAG no. But from this indication, the show, Abine can say, yo, Abine as a 2013, then we issue white paper. Or say, without prejudice to paragraph A, and for the avoidance of doubt, public service employees, who are currently on the interim market premium shall continue to receive the absolute amount of the 2012 interim market premium. Until say it is determined again. And from 2013 or issue white paper, nobody spoke about it. Up to 2018. So is it an attempt to gag the government because of your listening government? What you say? Say you must be into me because 19 crew to say they make make once a me election is supervising me. I can't go speaking against them, but they should must also understand. Say, I buy me the gas when him asma who can crowd the Sabi and some fuminti. I buy me just me no bedia no baba. Yen ko ni say na usubra ni say. And I say, Mama Quenya na minya ni na fufro because this is for all the workers. It is not for only UTAG. And for UTAG to claim some media me permit kwa media nti, sa dia media me ko strike there. Na ya kakra. But I can admit say yan Kenyan samuntam nti nipa nti yase nti now abeji say one more amane ema wona wato for my yebu wa advance obeke se medibim what must say and they admit but ni feel say oh omo ye nim difo a omo boa yen nti I was say ye ne omo kan kukwam but ebedu ba bia ansho na kukwam ka no na obi so ba betina fidie so na wa fa pen ne paper say book allowance na 500 Ghana under NDC for 5 years, to muda. But a baby buy, or the 4,000, or the 1,005. This year, or the amount 2,500.
Mimbisao, Sasimi, and we just read some of the paragraphs, a few of the paragraphs, or Ghanaian Times. So one here says, a final year student of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Martina Asari, told the Ghanaian Times that she has not left yet, because she was looking forward to a truce. We do not have a course outline, no timetable, there is no serious action going on. We just hope that the issue will be resolved soon so academic work resumes. A student at the University of Ghana, Legon, Eric Mensah, said he was still on campus because he could not afford to travel all the way to Tamale and return in few days if the strike was called off. The parents of some of my colleagues keep calling and asking them to go home because they are not doing anything on campus. A student of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, Daniel Yignam, said most of us came thinking lectures will start, but unfortunately, it did not. And the frustrations.
Yeah, that is why I'm
yes, as I buying UTAG, this NLC, fair wages.
Assassin or anything. And Osunu Cassia Baco, or say, and I'm Sassy Beblinti. Men Pessemene as soon Baco. Then boom, made the Indian or Brassy S. I say, come in to quay. Well, not Assassin Huntono. Then boom, yending come over them. Because, you know, sir, National Labor Com Eddie. Utah court. But court ne can say, oh, Debbie. And yes, sir, my young chins and go fiasem. Essence of Munino, Muye Diani say, and Colane Beco. And I bind so with any say. Ye benya a church for so much back classroom, Eba Betchera, dear Mancolano and Yamoto. And yes, sir, as a coup for Nakasan, me a becoming. Because when they are on strike, it means it is affecting me as well. But the bottom line is that, Ebi idea will be sano, I bind this mean in amount. And can penny for best say ɛhyɛ w'anum a ɛna wokusa ɛbɛn aban ne bayɛ no ɔngya wasawram beebi deɛ na wogyeɛ a na esua koraa no ɔbaayɛ wɔyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ ɛɛtum nkakra ɔbaako deɛ ɔsi wei di afɛbiri mekɔfo a mekɔm bɛbu mesrɛw ma yɛn nyinaa yɛntena se ɔno wosi wo pɛsɛɛ me nso ebi asɛɛ na menya na mmom bra meka sɛ saa na menya no ɛne nkyerɛ sɛ gyawadwuma to hɔ. That is the point we are making, and that is why we are always pleading with you, tax. Yes, you may have a genuine case, but it is now becoming somehow obvious that they are guarding government. Some of us, that is what we seek to think. Because Abayi already was saying, Niobika is a media main farm out cry. That then I would in 2012 in the January. Mintia. I know business, so there be Miss Rao, my Indian Baba. As I say, white people no, Ebayam Bra, 18 team, and you shemua, Nipanakoye, and so. And this paper, unless there is another one, reporter, Ediaba, Safi, Yakoye market survey. Your friend of market survey, Yakoye market survey, no. Yamu say, and I was say, Ekosie, into ye yano, say Naba, answer Yediama Udia, yet to me from out. You tag, maybe I don't understand well, but you tag is saying no. So far as we are demanding this, meet us at that point. And also, sir, now for dear, one man abay komu ebu. Anything you are this ready, at home when him say, as you go for your TME. Obi ni mobile. Ochina. Obi ni mobi. Now, Mekaisa can run my Bia Michano, 1991. Obi Amekai. Say, Obi and Nikuya doctor. Almost one more cost strike was in the Kun Yes County. Often Hundim, Uncle, Mon Pre, Mon Quaduma, den. Unfortunately, and now, about acquire wo baby. A doctor in so cost strike was see the Miss Nikuya doctor and to where the one was see the doctor for never.
Okay, yeah, influence here.
Yeah, nyina no. Ya mesra ne say. You tag. Ene mpanifu edi animu. Em say nene nansa omu ye hyiemu. E discuss one or two enkosi. Em say nde wo say omu hia. I forget the date a little. Omu hia say di nkomo aka say ato adwene. Mesre. You can't come with a block. Say media unless you do this, I won't do that. Sabi. Ya say nkokro ena ma na ntemsire ebai. What you say? Into abai ede adisrede ede to wanim. On my normal scale, that's not how I would discuss the issue. But the point is that the adisrede ye de anidie ede ama omo. Yes, say ade bia omo ye bia no omo hwe abai ba ya mekika ebubo enoma abai ya yama lectures and I say you taga. You marvel. But the point is that
okay.
Pray you know, ye manu dachi, ye manu adisua said you be so to me nyalo fa enkoi. Nicolas Apia of Ibrahim to Boise. Wabalegon, first year. Of friend me honorable me uma minyo to me call. I was so ya, uma bibi kakra he said the bear best was no. Of course, it's no bar, a dadging for.
Okay.
You tak, ye penny for, your lectures, jampu, my yebi, my dear, what yama yen. That ye become ye to make us a yen. Yes, Ramo, baby, I do the cardible. Now, Colani Dutch, young co, na yenko, shewon colai, na or chinabi, who compo, ekobua, and one way.
May that see. So, young kind comments, Nivina, Yamrani and share another issue. And so, our Hanum saying, maybe you baby the E-levy and come demonstration, of course, you need, then we'll tie it with a year cakey. I know so about semi, yeah, no, me, elbe boom, the current state of a E-levy near cacao. DJ O'Malley and YOC Gosso says, breaking the 8th agenda can be achieved if the NPP party works extra hard. Start looking for the lost party members. That's DJ O'Malley and YOC. Not by because see, I believe you saw how Osei Mensah was struggling this morning on your show. And I again dare him to mention the name of the person who gave him the E-levy cake. That's Meshach Asante from Abosokai and Odi and Obai. The Ghana card will only be used by Ghanaians to travel back to Ghana. We have something we call travel certificates, TC, which is used by other nationals to travel back to their country. In the case they have a problem with their travel document or their travel document. That's one here from Peter. No Edibai. No other arch builder says, Kwesi, wait, so nobody will tell we the concerned Ghanaians what killed Uncle Atta, right? No other arch builder. He's serious. Kwesi, please ask him what becomes of those Ghanaians with British passports and Ghana dual citizenship certificate. Akwesi ewo UK and wadi ebaye. Well, if you have a British passport and you can get a Ghana dual citizenship, well, if you can get Ghana cards, and then you'll buy na beti midiaba. What is Kwame Osei Griffiths Yasaponkra in this e-passport this morning? Has he been refused entry to a country which recognizes it? Also, search or London and Odiano Empire Tomla Bankra. So the display of a massive and expensive E-levy cake at Osei Mensabunzu's lavish birthday party yesterday means the reckless government has started mocking the suffering masses. Tomla Edifi Mankraso and Odebai. I've heard a section of Ghanaian computer engineers, especially those from the NDC, opposition NDC, briskly discrediting the effectiveness of the e-passport. My question is, are our neighbors against the technological growth, or it's the usual politics? I think we need more of the technocrats without political affiliation to educate us the more. Jomo Pokiasi Festus now, Diffie and Wadi and Obaye. Okay. I don't know the time. I think he sent this one around 9:01. It says there was some heavy traffic on the motorway. What section? Is it the Accra Tema or the Tema Accra bound? Or say traffic or motorway? So Sami Boachi Wasaman Kesi says Mahama can sponsor his party to do the demonstration across the country. Nothing will change the passage of the e-levy. And the NPP led the fancy as I'm watching. Na member studio man, I'm saying still, Mene Banasco Amponsa, he belongs to the communication team of the New Patriotic Party. Yamra near my last topic here, e-levy and common an NDC demonstration. Almost say other political parties can be almost say a school for crowd or gym, almost civil society organizations and pay the youth organizer and common and sir. Birthday e-levy cake here, I'm sure Sebanasco will be. And then come out at Diaba. Yamfa boom. Na yes, yeah, sorry, so. Banasco.
Yeah, me that's it. Edikai. Demonstration. A legitimate right. Every be it the ononkwan eye. I say eku eye and I say eku. And I come wabum. Nipa no won kwan. Public Order Act na. The here say ubedim rana ye de ahye ato wo say ubetumi aye demonstration. Ubetumi aye demonstration. So far the main say NDC a youth organizer any demonstration messiah Bernard Matthew Omonka omokasa fa ho no. Omo abom homodene say omo amfa
over
demonstration messiah ojina handa meka che no kase banasco and nadam for banasco
I don't know.
Oh na so on the demonstration you no di kan ye togo first class from demonstrate we Ghana no di kan e bi ono ye messiah or ye demonstration pe asma wo kanyina and when he see out telling Bernard Mona is a personal friend and that is the name ye mu bia ye nim from student days ye different so demonstration messiah ye no menka bone enti Ebo Mabaso say, Omafa the channels as laid down by the Constitution. Any police for Ayato one and no so. Secondly, Obisi acquired demonstration. Who say Upebia, Unkobia, Uchemuria, what our Jumaso. And the message was a mobile son say, be any demonstration. Okwa be a bema who ye never sabasa. Asam no se eto asum woni pa asumu a enya ni dede a wode beka na obi betie nti what they are demonstrating about no if it is in the interest of the country Ghanaians as a whole will know and would admit and say we take into consideration the omoka. But interestingly NDC as a government on so many occasions I try say adebia abema Ghana enya nkan ko bia no for the sake of political expediency omo bepe capital out of it. One, NDC aban under John Dramani Mahama, who described the IMF, say friend say, or say mad doctor. Now, on nedro ni ma queenie. Enti, utia oya obema queenie. We have free oya obema queenie. Invariably, all three say IMF there is not an option. That is the suggestion of the. But world over, you been able to make a say. Aban MPP aban na nado dan kwakufu ado eda no na obi ebo Ghana abaso ebo ebra obefe konwa. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC befa GDP growth from 14% or konenam 3.6. 2014 crowd the agri sector no grow by 0.04. But na nado dan kwakufu ado beji in 2017. 2017 it grew by 7.8. On the average, na economy grow around 7.0. Which means say, na ye constant until bibi be boom wa e ma wiase fa na nyina no nya hopopo. Wo bra na enam amambuo enhye ya enye papa nti. Ghana ha yentumi fra adwuma ene ne keka ho no. Na ye ni yare bi a aba ma wiase fa na nyina obi a aka ne bie. Na unim nyagopon onye na ade kwa. Tema wiase afa na nyina benya ho kire kese no na ya MPP na wa abem. The year 2007 when the world economic recession of ACBM no na ye MPP andama panikufo hyentutuye pa odigu akwan mu e ma ne manfo ho ya wom. The same thing COVID beba eba wo MPP abreso o kan no mo si Ebola no esi wo Burkina Faso mpo ne bi abaga na ana Ebola esi wo China nti e ma wuntumi nkofa no ma. Enti wo se na me na hyehyɛ ne hyehyɛ bi sɛ aban a obetumi so nkrɔfo a wa no wa ho yehia abremu no ɛyɛ MPP aban ti na ɔde ya beto ano ye di ka mesrɛ Ghana fo ne sɛ ade a yɛ frɛ ne to me ti yɛ mempɛ akwasi me yɛ show pa sɛ wo to anya se tin from source a anka wo gotua ɛbɛdin tanso na wo a wutie me ntokura to kɛkɛ onipa ne ba no wakɔhyɛ mpaase. Wo say there be mini ho enti ye nyina no nitua eyedin ye gitum sa emom ye se abre bia na ho asemka ewo mu se nsu oto fom odin ewiase fa na nyina atwa adwadwo ina ma meka asem nkyerɛw meni mi nua baako ɔno no nduma ne hyehyɛ ɔwɔ nimdie wɔ one or two importation ne ade enti eya na ɔde no maba check container na offer $3,500 so wo high container unim say na me no ka say wo high container ba ko a $17,000 a difference of $12,500 inti masa oba o de beka adwuma no a obeye no anon fanka ho eyo no na we create this problem no and a worldwide problem aba because of COVID COVID inti Mr. Italy. Inso ke komono. No more ration inso mono. Now person auto 10 boxes. I see there be a 5. Actually no beton kae. Because of COVID. It him say COVID ama enema nyina asesa. Enti oman na wo ko ne nan so kopem mo ano. Ono ngasa oni bi. Ye ben ni dan na yabuman no. Ena me no ka say asukufo abie. Na madam fo ba ko me ni twem na ya park cars bi wo ho. Yewra Brian Champon me bona baso yeda nase e wadwuma pa bi a oye wo pesek me bona baso pa enti ne fi se cars na be park ne ebeyi cement a omde be yenua Brian Champon adwuma no abrantie ye koka ne ho a enye cement eyemo tracks 4 because school for abie 3 SHS must be sustained but ye be sustain a e de ne de be ye nyina ye kese enipa wo ga no mu tax no omuso a enti we must widen the tax net. But direct taxes there, out of over 18 million people are a year productive sector, just about 1.5 million any direct taxes. And kind of indirect no crown as on baby cry. And the bad day will be any. You use the most creative avenue to create the most lovely opportunity. It did be an any pebia you saw this use what you have to get what you want. The same thing na aban pese o yese. de be ya wo de kakra bia wo de beba be som de kakra bia me de beba be som nti ye fa etuo bi mbra ene ne de obi nkese me manko school me mbotai ntimi ntumi ntua onu bi tua kakra wo tua kakra ne nyina ye de abom ne de support enoma ekoso unya hwe kra hwe de aban yi ya eboa magana obi se etrum donko mu kra onya ho mfaso de me ho aban na se kane no na ye kan mo mbewie SS within the year yenye bia 1 and that yetumi na 10 bom last year ya yewie yenya bako 14 abomu ebi mu apase a dodo na ye gusu a ye hwe kwa ye beboa wo e free SHS awom free SHS e be maintain ye betumi in the wake of all the difficulties aban to me fa a police for soldier for ne ade in the wake of all the difficulties aban gusu yi akwan in the wake of all the difficulties baby p minia want to say the COVID mu lockdown ne ade no ye ti o market aso Ghana o te say aduma ni bi o ya aban aduma ye te na ketu aso da aban ni ye ni nyina amayen every year so say abotire ne ani di ahobrase mu yensu ye beye kakra de aboa. Let me agree with some people on a point. Say 1.75 no kra no e na the calculation kra 18. For instance, me person me say 135 Ghana cedis. Ye nim say first 100 cedis ni dey free. E boa. 35 cedis. Me calculate 17.5 and me calculate the same. But e be 1% straighter. Meaning say 35 pesos. E simple to calculate and easy to do. Enti ye mubi with the greatest of respect ye besre the sa futu na achawpa no abayitie na oye ne sa na be ma to asum na ye ntemo a wobra ya withdraw document ni from parliament ebeba no na nhyehyɛ be ma na ma simple na ba. On the second note, the same NDC say mu bobosia aban ni se akwanya wo ho a ye betumi agya busia ne bo na mbom ye nyina ya keka ye nsasen kakran ye de aye adwuma aboa aban no anase oman no enti se me kwakwo sene kakra na ebi kakra bi adia efiri so anase ukoye 100 cedis ana 200 cedis 100 cedis edi ka de achew enti 100 cedis no 1% enti utua 1 cedi na ye gigi seske ya adia me de dan nyina meka communication team wo so me sere ne se sika E-levy ni be benye bia ye de ya de bia ye mani pani hu se wey eye E-levy sika ene de aye se ye kunso ni ehua adanside nti a tana wutu anamo a awo se wuma amanfo di mu adanse na wo de kire ena san consensa ofa de a onfa nkire enam da chance munti iti ye besre E-levy no aban eye aban tiefo onye tintiri aban enti oseme de aba machi e kwakoye nsakran na me de aba besre nuanom so ewo NDC mu te ukọ minister of roads wo ukọ pekwan sika ben ne yemfa nkoyo ukọ minister of education wo se musuku dan bi asai nti ohwe na get fan fom besi bi mamo e sika ben dan nyina na yadi bo ebesi eti akwakobo besi wa abrofo new colonialism na enkroma kan ye no enu bi na NDC for pese esa akoye ye fa ye nko hye nkwaso mu na ye nka se ya se ba mu bebo ya besia na de mu pe bi am kan kire tenye sika eye ye de yebo ko gina okosra ke beba ne san ena de ye chi wade obi atuma begina wo mamu se wanje antuma memboa wo ye se de betumi aye ne mbom eye nkakra oni a wutie mi odofo pa wutie mi abranti a wo pa aduma anya napko na wo ya no yes e wo mu se waketua ni nyina wo sankan nanso eye chense wutifie wo ye youth employment minu agency kodu afrempon itia wo sonko bo abaso nduma bi a wakwa wo voter region otini ade masa edutwem na ye krabehwe efe abranche wo bo ho bodin ye bo abaso pa wo ye youth employment December the pia wusika ma ho ye ma wo pay ama wo sakan January wo sakan wo pay se aban no anya foto a ode bebo a ye be ne den ye nka ye adwen communication service tax wo bra ye de ba na nyame adom me rep on educational policies under nooks ye bra kwagutu wo bombasin me chiawo e was akwanya ode mame ye discuss esi nu getia ka asemi che Ghana school for say aban ne be ma mo enne mo amuni phone afianse mo be pe phone kwa no be to bi na credit na yate e den na youth employment agency enye ayi communication service tax ema enne omuni source of revenue reliable
e-cake no asem kakra ne fancy
reliable nti abrebe etumi tu omoka ye be sere se e-cash so aban de ayem de omu ne se ofre bibi you start mbegu no wonsa no dwuma last time betina na me nua ndisi ni bi wa ha okan me kan yo no so gitu mu se aban no so abrante bi asen e wo Japan se voter region wo ba bi ye empoboa ne ehu nyoma enne me kase yi wo tretre na kwabam wo mu ano mo ye mo a wo kom hu bom aban so mo asene okuje to abla kwaso koto afidie ba ko ebedum wom eno mo eno na nipa dodo a ye die me eno bi na media very me rice meal eno na medie what ma say enti enya ade aban ni gimusika na ode ase bibi obia so wo ba bi a epuntuduma bi ekoso wo petem no wahu me ne wo ka sei me me de atwemu ye busy foundation ekobie school fa no e wo brema continent enya aban body bi no the Mexico secondary ko sha dan ya musi wo ho nya bibia me ye adwuma 6 units mienu 12 units ba ko aban ne ye akwan bi a na ye ni nda endo bedu wo ne ye twa edan bi a na atecha pansam obedu wo ne ye abomosu school a ye sei ko na ko hwe ni nyina no e ya aban no nanso atemamufo amanfo yemfo ye hu nsem ne yembo kakra egankan ya ye tu kwan pen se ukọ baabi na hu ade e fa wo yem anke bia bagana pampanifo bu bebi se kwancha de efe e disika na eye na mbom afei ni sia kokosre enye da bia na ye besre ye nyina ye hye ye sapomusuo na ye tuatua nkakra na ye fe nso abayasen na abantumi nya adwuma ne man but I still stand on this point the atimamufo nyina no we will hold government accountable ye pese ye hu se e-levy eno no na odi ba be ye asphalt fi kokoben edi kokosi amanfo pon e we small do be brakwa na ye hu na ye de ato e-levy road eno na anambia odi ba be ye bridge edi free ha edi kwa ha na edi ato so eno no na mpa odi ma community library mu pe odi ye ma wom eno no na mbebunwi odi so mu ase no mu di bi omundwuma na yama amanse ye hu se ampa sika na meje ye no say na media ye I think that is the major reason why amankrofo empeso mbeti omwase omo asem ne say sika wo je de na ode ye but me tisa question na eya no medi yawo because baby awoti e won say school dan a na bi ni wo ye besi bi wo say aban na ye den hospital ye besiesie wo say aban na ye den on the final note ye besre say ye nuanu mewo parliament eye na e-levy esen beto wa say de hu na manone no a wo paake wo ka akra ye je wo to ena me nso mu ye bi wa akra ho eye wo paake wo ka ni aje 3 cedis but ye be hwe so ama nti obi ntumi mbegbu mu kama me mani dia no ho chance me paake ba bi nchen na wasomajo ta de na wo ba bi ye de ba ha no ama assemblies ni resume obani wo omo de ye omo angasa omo djuma kakra e-levy ni so ba ni aje atum na aboa makwa anim on the e-cake pick one what I hear and say it was a presentation obi di ba be che no just a teaser say obetizi no say ono na odi e-levy animu ono angasa ntumi ambodi ntimi ntumi ntina angasa minim nipa ode e-cake no ebre no but what ma say but once ade bi wo wa ebeye ade a na obi di few nti ebia few die na nipa akwakofa no ebuko kwan so majority leader no peso okasa no say okana butremu say oh there be enya ade a eye bo apayo say obeyi obi ahi emom nadamfo bi a oye businessman na oye be che no yes me kai say asem we stool challenge okay the teacher ni bi a o say on school ni bi ekogina konwa na ade obi ye wedding na obi a parcel assist teaching stool parcel the kama boy di buy ye fi say achede kese pa o di buy ye gisi afei umuko bi esu a ye ko na wa chiro so the stool challenge continue and only ye be fane say bi ya a feudie na onipa ne kodi ni fel say menua udi u birthday ya we na medidi u fel ana bibi say oh but me ngin this say che mensa bonsu if it's level of experience and exposure obeka say ade an perform pe mi ku yimu ehi say de be ya makoma beba na bibi I don't think so and he never stated that or yes study in kofo nti mo me fa no one of those things I may not know the reason but to me doesn't add up to any bad intention and as bibi na yen sinipi the e-levy would come and support all of us as a nation na ma eto no ya burden tax net no obiara tua kakra etumi dia impuntu dwuma e de aboa na ne kasia sukuu sam akọ animu mbebu na epe adwuma enye bia ye IMF de okwa utumi fa ni pa adwuma mu o obekọ school abekira de 3 years yebetua oka 3 months dum so chiwa unye scan venture twa ho na wo de atete untumi ento adwuma efo aketuem ani na be 2013 de ba 2016 adwuma efo ento mo aketuem ebi ni se omo issue white paper ka se mo market premium mo pay UTAG yentua but and there inya ko sha I don't think UTAG can even demand say me pay adwuma aketua ntumu ebesre ye nyina no ye fa komapa engi E-levy entum na yetumi entuatua to efem boa ma oman no efa ne ntuma pemfra meda wase no na mitia me mame ba kopa na ko bafra ne abrewa bubu ahyi osema me wudi wawoda ochia oso kopa na misira ye nyina na ondomye kosi bra bi hye bi asiminya.
Yes, yeah, that's the piece. Your two answer free waiting about Beboa. Banasco Amponsa, a member of the communication team of the New Patriotic Party, Banasco. I mean, Shana Pay. Nanka Gordon Mahama of the NDC Super Council went to me and Banti. And what's it? I'm sure. This one I'm tempted to say is I'm sure. Right, so my main king can comments in Vinyana. Yan sorry, Jimmy so Anope. We see what at all was Kwame Osegreffe seeking to achieve. Did you hear him say he was going to write an article to insult? Should everything be politics as usual? He's talking as if he's the repository of IT in Ghana. Onela Amponsa, Amsterdam, Nodifi, and what they buy. The top men in the NPP, they should speak out against the Kufuado. Because the Kufuado is destroying the peace of this nation. That is no accusing. Kaswa. And I'm the buy. Please, I hope the E-levy will help us a lot. Without the E-levy, we'll get into IMF, and we don't want that to happen. That's Dinah comes in, our pram, and her no defeat, and or they buy. Chrissy, this is for your panel. Can you please ask them to keep their tones down? They should not shout, please. Yeah, Sebo. They shouting. Or a shout. Dr. Downblow Brimsu Apeusika says, under this government, once abnormality has become normal, people do not see end to their suffering. Educational system has broken down. Dollar is on free fall. Unemployment is at all-time high, etc. That's one here from Dr. Downblow Brimsu Apeusika and Odifino de Baye. Master Red says, now Ghana card serves as e-passport across the 44,000 airports in the world. Bravo to Dr. Baumia, the digital vice president. That's Master Red and Wadi Eno Baye. How would you build our economy if we decide to run away from tax, and when 75% of population does not even pay tax either? UK and or the fee and or the buy. The assumption that that says gray hair is a sign of wisdom, I'm sorry to say, is not true. But the conduct of this misguided group of people who
Ghana MONTIE.
Yeah.
Hey, Chief Inspector Branuma. So chiao papa no tiu. Nana, mi chiao. Matese umpumu nye din papa. Den beba. Na ABOAGYE ma mi fa de binjao. Ghana mbebunu nyina. Esremo. Social media. Enkwafo de ye adwuma pa o. Enti se wunya akwanya na uko social media so na se wo ye contribution na watchro de wadwen kire wo. Enya de ebebu obi animtia. E de adesrede na mesre. Eya ye comment as youth, NDC, MPP, QPP, RPP, non-party, whoever. Ebi mu de ye adwuma. Yebese. The mere fact say one out kita phone and one out to data. And then just said the wow pay biaso na one out. And then they are said then am dem.
Okay.
Because minimum branch be okopa adwuma. They are printing the comments on Facebook. Nah. And they be saying say una oka sa asem we. Una oka we or say I no say nipa no nim no say there be me hu da matini di. Or say I me na me chairman of the interview committee no. So one na akobo pusa. Esre ni die na ahobrasiem. Mesre. Ye nyina ye wo ho kwan se kire ya dwen. Me betina ha yi, ma kire ma dwen. Se to wasumu a fa papa ma wo. Ompa tugu enye.
Okay.
Eno ne ye wo wadwen kire. Na mmom se yetumi nya kukuduro e kan sembi etumi se kire ya no e di timpani atem no. Sabi emwayen.
All right.
Na yenhwe ni yi, na yenhwe ho mfiri ho.
Let me continue with some more comments now. Men sorry so on pay. Mystic Wonder in Soma Dweji says Nanado should cut down the unnecessary extravagant expenditures. Stop displaying intransigent posture. Stop living like an Arabian king. Mystic Wonder no dear no but Leviticus Power says you can't fix the country with IMF conditionalities, facilities, and so let us support homegrown E-levy to generate more. Leviticus Power is not there no by. He said the visa can be stamped on any paper. Then I have some what?
Paper.
What's a meow or
I know, but no, it is done. You should go there, they will do it for
okay. Okay.
It's just an entry. This is an entry document.
Yeah.
Entry stamp.
Right. So the digitalization agenda is really great, and that is surely driving the Ghanaian economy into a stable footing. It is a great news that the Ghana card can now be used as e-passport. That KWASI Reynolds, Aguna or Dobbing, and or if you know the buy. Africa or Kwadasu constituency, if the opposition party NDC think going to IMF is the only alternative, then they should give advice to Ghanaians that the alternative is never an option. That's Africa and not by. KWASI, you're welcome back on the airwaves, and the NDC should know that it is the NPP who is in government and know what is good for the country. So the E-levy will come, Mr. Tay. Golf Estate Tema, and no dear no fee and no buy. All right. Time so. Gotta go. Where you Damiado? And no time it is you with the bread. Nana ya only famous so tight here on social media. I no pay Banasco and Ponsana Boa via discussion segment. KWASI ABOAGYE ni me ding. Yes, what ding. I know what ding. And you want to make AJ with DJ Bosco with more music firepower till 12 midday. KWASI, make call.
Ivan on the